we live on YouTube?
Oh, it's, yeah, it's, yeah, that's better, you see the.
We have a droopy camera. Where's a roll of duct tape when you need it?
Maybe it's a penny or something.
Okay, members, you can turn off your videos, microphones. We just need to get the camera working.
Turn off? Okay.
Okay, members, please turn on your videos, microphones, laptops muted. YouTube is live, yes?
You can see, I can hear echoes though.
Okay, Chair, we're ready.
Good morning. In accordance with Section 45 and 53 of the Planning Act 1990 as amended, this meeting of Committee of Adjustment of City of Toronto is called to order. The Committee of Adjustment considers applications for the variances from the provisions of the zoning that applies to property, permission to extend or alter lawful non-conforming uses, and consent to survey property to create new lots. And my name is Yim Chan. I will be chairing today's meeting. And I also like to introduce our panel members for today. From my right-hand side is Mr. Dylan Reed and Mr. Mr. Gary McCain, and also Mr. Ryan Bissonette. And on my left-hand side is Mr. Larry Clay. And our Deputy Secretary Treasurer today is Sabrina Salatino. And I would also like to acknowledge the land we are meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anasabe, the Chippewa, and the Haudenosaunee and Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississauga of the Credit. Committee Adjustment public hearings are now conducted in a hybrid in-person and virtual format. For applicants and participants will make their submission in person, and others will participate online. The meetings are also streamed on the Toronto City Planning YouTube channel, and anyone wishing to view the hearing may watch on YouTube. Those who want to participate online or virtually and have registered in advance will be connected with their computer, tablet, smartphone, or telephone, and have the options of participating via video or audio only. All virtual participants will automatically be muted on entry, and when your item is called, you will be unmuted by the moderator, one person at a time. We also ask you to mute your devices until you're called to speak. And those participating by video appearance will be temporarily upgraded to panelists when the item is being held. During this time, your camera will be enabled, and you will only be visible during your 5 minutes speaking time. At all other times, your video will be disabled, and you will be reinstated as attendee. For both in-person and virtual participants, Committee Adjustment staff will share presentation materials that submitted in accordance with the written submission deadline. Those participating through WebEx are not allowed to use share screen or any other panelist control during a video appearance. How to receive a copy of the committee? People attending in person today who want to receive a copy of the decision on an application must fill out a decision request card, and those participating virtually need to submit a written request for decision by email. Please ensure that you include your name, address, and email address, because the Committee of Adjustment and the Toronto local appeal body, TLAB, will be sending notifications and appeal updates by email. And if you do not agree with the decision of committee, you may be able to appeal the decision to TLAB, or in some limited circumstances to the Ontario Land Tribunal. However, the provincial government amended the Planning Act and generally removed rights of third party to appeal Committee of Adjustment decision. Only the applicant, the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, specified persons, and public body, as those terms defined in the Planning Act, are permitted to appeal decisions of the Committee of Adjustment. And the appeal instructions are set out at the bottom of the decision of the committee. And the following is the hearing procedure. And I will call each item in order listed on the agenda. When you are making your submission, when the application is uncontested, the agent or applicant may proceed with the presentation if desired. When the committee does not require presentation, applicants are advised the chair should they wish to speak to the committee. and the committee may ask questions or take the matter into committee for decision. And each speaker, including the applicant or agent, will be given a maximum of 5 minutes to speak. And I will comment when you're reaching your 5 minutes. Any presentations or material you wish to submit to the committee must have been emailed in advance of the hearing, and staff and committee members cannot accept materials at the hearing. When addressing the committee, please clearly state your name and address, and please remember to confine your remarks to the matter outlined in the application. The applicant or agent will proceed first and will make a presentation to the committee on an application. And please note, the committee may not entertain revisions to proposal at the hearing today. The committee might decide to defer the application if substantially revised, so to ensure that the revised application is accurate and that all those entitled to notice are informed of the changes. Then individuals either in support or opposed to the application will be invited to speak. Generally, we will call the people in this room and then we will move on to online speakers. And committee members may ask questions of each speaker after they have finished the presentation. When all the speakers are finished, the applicant or agent has an opportunity to rebut only those issues that were raised by the speakers. And this will mark the end of the discussion, and the application will be then taken into committee for decision. And for this morning session, I'd like to know whether there's any declaration of conflict of interest from the members and from staff. No. And also, I'd like to know whether the file to be closed sorry, there's no minutes of meetings to be adopted today.
Through you, Madam Chair, there are no minutes ready for adoption for today.
So, any file that withdrawn or closed?
Through you, Madam Chair, yes, there is one file that is requesting to withdraw their application. The applicant has submitted a request for a refund, which is currently being reviewed under the Secretary Treasurer. The application is for 17 Sky Lane, file number A0252/26TEY. So I would need the members to move a motion to withdraw and close the file, and the refund request will be reviewed and considered by the Secretary Treasurer.
And any other deferral requests?
So, Madam Chair, perhaps let's deal with the closed file first, and then
Yes.
we can get to the deferred files.
Oh, so we need a motion to close the file?
Yes.
Okay, so is there someone, yeah, Mr. McKay?
Right, Madam Chair, yes, this is item 717 Sky Lane. Based on the representations, I move that this file be withdrawn and closed.
Okay, and second? Yeah, Mr. Dessner, second. All in favor to close the file? All in favor? That file is closed. And can I have?
Through you, Madam Chair, there are two deferral requests for this morning. Item number 2 is 1095 Woodbine Avenue, file number A0943/25TEY.
Yeah.
The reason for deferral is the sign was not posted in time. And I
Oh.
believe the applicant is looking to make revisions, but we do have the applicant online. We'll hear from them directly.
Okay. So do we do I need to read the?
Yes, through you, Madam Chair, you'll have to read it into record.
Can I don't have any material. Sorry. So, item number 2 is 1095 Woodbine Avenue. This is to legalize and maintain the existing enclosed porch for habitable space, which was constructed without an authorized building permit and on the existing two-story semi-detached dwelling. And we have received a survey, site plan, floor plans, elevations, and 6 photographs of the property, a cover letter, and also a deferral request from the agent. and there's a order to comply was issued. We're ready for the agent or the applicant. Yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, Mr. Bagari, you have been unmuted.
Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We just wanted to request for deferral if it's possible because we didn't put the sign online, on site on time.
Okay, thank you. I think that's automatic deferral anyway, so. Yes, Mr. Reed, yes.
Yeah, I'll move to defer for the reasons specified.
Yeah, we have second, yeah, Gary second, all in favor for the deferral? Yeah, it's deferred. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's deferred. And the next item for deferral,
Through you, Madam Chair, the next item for deferral is item number 5, 408 Richview Avenue, file number A0161/25TEY. The reason for deferral is also that the sign was not posted.
okay. So, yeah.
You can read the materials into record.
Yeah.
We don't have the agent online, but
Okay.
it's pretty much an automatic deferral, so we can move
Yeah,
forward with the motion.
exactly. This is just to alter a existing two-story detached dwelling by constructing a rear one-story, two-story addition. We have received a survey, site plan, floor plans, and 3 photographs, cover letter, and presentation material, and also deferral request from the agent. We also received some comment from Urban Forestry and also some 2 letters of support. So this is, the reason is the signage, posting the signage has got some problems. So can we have a motion to defer this item, please? Yes, please.
Second, thanks.
Yeah, yes, you have a, motion, and second, please. Yeah, Mr. Business, second, all in favor? Yes, it's deferred, thank you. Okay. So it's been deferred, so we go back to item number 3, oh, number 1, sorry. Item number 1 is 22 FERRIS Road. This is to legalize and maintain the rear detached auxiliary building structure, which is a pool cabana with a cover, within a cover area that was constructed without an authorized building permit. And we have received a survey site plan, 4 plans, elevations, 4 photographs, and a cover letter from the agent. Also, there's an order to comply was issued. We have correspondence from 46 Notley Place. And we are ready for the agent or applicant. Yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and all registered speakers.
Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, okay. Good morning, committee members.
Yes.
My name is Murray Fern
Yes.
of Kelmer Building Productions, Inc., 20 Ferris Road, East York, Ontario. I am the new applicant agent representing the owners of 22 Ferris Road, East York, Ontario, M4B1G3.
Okay. I guess I will ask whether our panel wants a presentation, but I'm so sure one of the first question will be asked is why it was built without a permit? Can you tell us that? Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's a good question. I really don't have an answer for. I know the original designer, Lemcad Consultants, that was their name. I just have a feeling that they told the owner that they didn't require any variances. And but they did produce a set of permit drawings, and that again, because they required variances, they couldn't make an application for permit. So
Oh,
Again, it's unfortunate that this was built and
okay. It seems that the order to comply was issued in 2023, which is like, I guess, 3 years ago. You're taking this long to sort of meet, to comply with the order. I mean, like, then this building, this cabana was built even before that, right? Yeah, I guess, yeah.
yes, it was 2023, yeah, I think it was built before that, you know.
We just like to get some kind of background for the application.
Sure,
That's all.
sure.
Yeah, okay, I guess you have, let's see other panels have any questions, please? Other members, yeah. And any question to this? Yeah. So, no, so are we ready to take it into committee?
Sure.
Yeah, we do not have any more questions, so now we're in committee. Yeah, yeah, please, Larry. Here.
Sure. I'm not sure the answer that we got to
Yeah.
the reason and rationale was particularly satisfying, but especially the 3-year delay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think we all probably know what happened. It was done, trying to get something done without getting the appropriate permits. But, you know, what we have before us is a relatively minor series of variances. So there is no opposition to this one, and it's just really the setbacks that are the major concern. I don't think given that this is I guess it's a corner lot. I don't think there's any impact. So given all that, I'll move approval of this application.
Yes,
Do
and
you want
the reason why I asked the
Do you want to add
quest-
the for the record?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, just because we do not condone people build without a permit. That's why we asked the questions, but
Yeah,
I agree
we'll
with.
just do the
yeah.
standard
Yeah.
for the record.
Yes, okay, so are you making that into a motion?
I made a motion, yeah.
Oh, you already,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, okay. Second to move?
Madam
Yeah,
Chair,
Gary, second. All in favor with that note? All in favor is approved. Thank you. Unanimously, yeah. And item number 3 is 122 Darcy Street. This is to alter the existing rear two-story detached auxiliary building which contain a two-car garage and a laneway suite by constructing a one-story addition patio enclosure on the south side of the building. There's a total of 2 residential dwelling units on this lot, one within the main building and one within the auxiliary building. We have received plans, a survey site plan, floor plan elevations, 6 photographs of trees of the property, and also a decision affecting the subject property. They're asking for 3 variances. We are ready for the applicant or the agent.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online, in person.
In person, please, come up, yeah.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
My name is Yi Chow, owner and applicant for the variances for this enclosed patio.
Okay,
Just want to inform the committee that I've been in communication with both my adjacent neighbors, and one of them raised a little bit concern about the height of the structure, and we've addressed it, and he's satisfied with the proposed structure as drawn for this application, and the other neighbor has been supportive all the way. So, and main reason for this is like behind my laneway, it was built a little bit below grade, sunken. So in front of it, it's a collection area for rainwater right now. And for my laneway suite, originally we were approved for an overhang to protect that that space from rain and stuff like that, so we are now proposing to finish off that overhang and enclose that room area. So, due to the fact that I have support from both my adjacent neighbors, and I think the variances are kind of minor, and in regards to the space issue, like, it's really because we built a 4-foot walkway between the front and the back, you know, for accessibility, and so we can clear snow easily. So that's all I have for you today.
Okay. Oh, any question to, so, yeah, please, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Well, sir, just wanted to check in terms of the height. So the variance before us, the height of this ancillary building is 5.73 meters. Has that changed?
Yeah, we changed it, we lowered it to satisfy the concern of my adjacent neighbor.
Okay, so I was just asking if you have a new height limit that you can tell us, a new height standard then? Because we're looking at the bylaw requirement and the.
I'm not sure about,
Sorry, just to clarify, this is only like a one-story extension, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
you're not extending from the roof, you're extending
no,
from.
no, it's just the one story.
Right, so the height that we're talking about isn't the height of the whole thing.
I
see. No,
It's
no,
the height of
no.
it's the
Okay.
height of the specific little
Yeah,
extension of the.
Thank you for that
Yeah,
clarification.
in the
Thank you.
drawing, A6, the section will show the one story. Yeah, you just bring A6 up. Yeah. Next one, yeah. Then, yeah.
And it's just covering it's already a sunken patio,
That-
right?
yeah.
it's
So
already
it's-
sunken, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
already, there's something on the surface, you're just covering it.
Yeah, we're just
Okay.
covering it and
You-
also enclosing it.
Yeah.
So the,
Yeah.
how sunken is it? How many?
Oh,
It's about-
bring A6, you can see
It's
how the
About
sections.
16 inches.
Yes.
But right now, when it rains,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
collecting like 2 inches of water in that
Yeah,
area.
yeah, okay.
You can see- Yeah, it is a little bit lower than the grade, yeah.
And so when we are, the variance that we're doing for the distance from the house, that's now adding this
Yeah.
space, right? So do you mind if we tie this to the site plan elevations to make sure that it's only the lower level that we're approving?
Yeah, it is only the lower level. That's
Yeah.
all we're doing. yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Site plan, I think also the sections is so only one story.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
thinking, so it's not a two-story extension.
Yeah.
No, no.
The site plan, what number is that, the drawings? Is
A1.
A1, yeah, right,
And the elevations.
and the elevations, so,
Yeah. Matter of fact, a lot of existing properties are already deeper than I am.
and there aren't
And-
anyone to oppose these applications anyway. Yeah. So, all right, thank you. Any other question, please? So, all right, now we don't have any more questions. We are in
Thank you.
committee now. Yes, yeah, Mr., yeah.
Yeah, so I was
Ryan.
initially a little concerned about this,
Yeah.
in terms of sort of a creeping,
Yeah.
but I think the explanation makes sense. I understand that because it's sunken, it would be gathering snow and rain and all these things, and so I understand that. So I think that now I feel that this is supportable with the condition that we tie to site plan elevations.
Oh, okay, is there a motion? Yeah,
It can be unless anyone else wants that.
okay.
Okay, yeah, so I'll make a motion to approve these variances with the condition that they be tied to the site plan and elevations.
Okay, tied to site plan and elevations, yeah, all right. And, yes, please, Mr. Bissonnette, Ryan, second, all in favor with that condition? All is approved, it's unanimously. with
Thank
the
you. Have a great
condition.
day.
Tied to site plan and elevations. Thank you. And this item number 4 is 120 DUNVEGAN Road. This is to alter the existing 3-story detached dwelling by constructing a 1-story addition along the north side wall and a 2nd-story addition along the rear west wall. And we have received a survey, site plan, floor plan elevations, and 6 photographs of the property, and also a cover letter from the agent. We have received support from 220 3 Warren Road and opposition from 251 Warren Road. And I see the agent is here, so we are ready.
To you, Madam Chair, we have the agent in person, and we have one person with interest, but they are not online.
Are they going to speak?
They are not online.
Okay.
So I tried to reach them, but
Okay.
I wasn't able to.
Okay,
so-
yes, so in that case, I'm going to, please introduce yourself to the panel, please, yeah.
Good morning, members of the committee. My name is Simon Rollins, and I'm the agent for this and the applicant.
Your address, please.
My address is 8 Pretoria Avenue, Toronto, Ontario.
Okay, since there's a person in interest, and I'm not too sure whether the panel wants a presentation in this case. Otherwise, I think maybe you also can address their concern from 551 Warren Street, if you might want to address their concern.
Yes, so there was a letter of objection from 251
Yeah.
Warren Road, but I suspect that it's been misfiled. It actually refers to the addition of a 4th story,
Oh, okay,
which we are not doing, and it concerns impact of overlook, and she refers to the impact this proposal would have on the character and heritage of the neighborhood on Warren Road.
so
So
it's a deep, no, but that was good point. I was reading it, I also did not really quite understand, since,
yeah, I contacted the committee yesterday, but they said since it had been submitted under this address that it had to sort of remain on the file. I do note that there was another letter received from Warren Road, but that's a letter in support
in support, yeah,
of our application.
that's right. Thank you, thank you for addressing it. So, yeah, please, we have.
A quick question. It is listed as heritage, and there isn't any report from Heritage, but I saw that in your cover letter, I think you said that you had talked to Heritage. Can you just?
Yes, I consulted with Heritage right from the beginning
Yeah.
when we did our preliminary plans, and I actually met with 3 members of the Heritage Committee at the House to review our things. It is a significant sort of heritage home, and they are in the process, I think, of increasing the level of heritage protection for the home.
Right.
But they were in agreement with the proposals that we had.
Okay.
They were in keeping with sort of the architecture and the massing of the home, etc. So they were supportive of the application.
Okay. Normally, they would give us a little thing, but I assume if they haven't, then they're okay with it, so.
Yeah, I have a letter that I wrote the day after we met, and
Right.
I copied everybody on it, and
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you very much.
So the next step is the building permit during the building permit application, you still have to satisfy heritage, right, requirement.
Right.
They will review in more detail then. too.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to work with them throughout the process.
Okay, any other questions? And no more, okay, we are in committee now, we don't have any more questions, so you would like to pick this one up? Yeah, Mr. Bissonnette?
Yeah, I'd like to move a motion forward to approve the variance requested. I don't see any conditions attached to it.
Yeah, it's only one variance. Okay.
Yeah, just for the comment, this is a
Big.
very large lot, and the addition that you're proposing seems comparatively modest, and in keeping with, a lot of the redevelopment that's happening in this area. So I don't, notwithstanding the letter from the neighbor, which I agree, I think is probably misplaced, I don't think this is going to have any negative impact on the area at all. Fits in quite nicely. So I'll second Ryan's motion.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor? There's no conditions either, right? It's approved unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Item number 6 is 871 Palmerston Avenue. This is to alter the existing two-story townhouse dwelling by constructing a rear second-story addition above the existing rear one-story portion of the house. And we have received a survey, site plan, floor plan, elevations, and 4 photographs of the property. And we are ready for the agent or applicant. Yes, yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and no registered speakers.
Hello. Hi, good morning.
Hi.
This is Miriam me of Permit First. I am the agent on behalf of the owner. My address is 253 Davis Drive, Oxbridge, Ontario.
Thank you.
Should I go ahead with it?
No,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to check with the panel because you do not have any oppositions. Normally, we will ask the panel whether they want to have a presentation.
Absolutely.
No, it seems that we do not need a presentation. So do you have any particular thing you would like to address the panel before we move into discussion? Please.
No, our application pretty straightforward, pretty minor. I would appreciate a decision making. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Ryan, please.
Yeah, I'll put forward a motion for these 3 variances that they are granted approval.
Okay, and no conditions either. Second is the Gary, second. With no conditions, all in favor? It's unanimously approved. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, item number 7 is withdrawn, and next is item number 8, is 72 Keystone Avenue. This is to alter the existing 2-story semi-detached by constructing a front 3-story addition, a front porch and with canopy, and a rear 2-story addition, and a partial 3rd-story addition with a rear balcony. And we are ground floor deck. We have received survey site plan, floor plan elevations, revised site plan, floor plan elevations, and also a red line public notice, and a revised zoning notice, and 8 photographs and a cover letter from agent. We have received a staff report from urban forestry and also community planning. And that's all the material we received, and we are ready for the agent or the applicant, please. Yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and 2 registered speakers. One of them is the owner and another one is in person in opposition.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, can you give us your name and address, please, to start? Yeah.
My name is Fazan Akhtar of FA Engineering. Address is 1237 Woodbine Avenue, East York, Ontario, M4C4E5.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed that you have made some revisions and you have a new, we revised some of the variances. Can we go through the revisions first, one by one, please,
Sure.
on the agenda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we consulted with community planning and they requested us to make some changes. So initially we had proposed a front addition that spanned all the way to the 3rd floor. So there was an addition in the main floor, 2nd floor, and 3rd floor. Upon consultation with community planning, we removed the additions that were on the 3rd and 2nd floor. So now it's only the front porch enclosure. And there is an addition at the back, which they're fine with. And in relationship to the landscaping, they requested more soft landscaping at the rear.
Okay.
So we added some more soft landscaping to the rear portion as well.
Yeah, so I need you to confirm one by one on the screen, like you change variance number 2. Can you read those numbers that you changed so that we have them as for the records?
Yes, sure. So the maximum permitted floor space index was 0.6 times the area of the lot, 116.38 square meters. The altered dwelling will have a FSI equal to 1.0 times the area of the lot, 196.24 square meters. And item number 4 that was altered was a minimum of 75% of the required front yard landscaping open space must be in the form of soft landscaping, 8.06 square meter. In this case, of the required front yard landscape open space will be in the form of soft landscaping, 61.9% and 6.65 square meters. Item number 5 here, square meters. Item number 5 here, a minimum of 50% of the rear yard must be maintained as soft landscaping. In this case, 46.7%, 37.17 square meter of the rear yard will be maintained as soft landscaping.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Chair, maybe before we hear the speakers, we have on file a report from Forestry
Yes,
asking for a deferral. Have you seen that report?
Yeah, so we've already engaged an arborist, and they mentioned that if committee can please approve it, because I think this said that it could be approved as a condition as well, please. So the Committee of Adjustment could put a condition on the file that we'd be obtaining clearance from Forestry.
So you're in the process of preparing a tree protection plan?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So now we are ready. You have some opposition want to speak. I think you need. We require a presentation, a brief presentation from you. 5 minutes maximum. Thank you. You can start your presentation anytime. Hello? Yeah. Oh, can we stop the clock because maybe do we still have him online? Hello? Mr. Atta?
Yeah.
Okay. We need, so you need to give us a brief presentation. You can start anytime. Do you have something you want to bring up on the screen before you start?
Yeah, I'll just briefly go over if the plans could be brought up on the screen.
Okay.
I'll just briefly go over the project here.
Okay.
So the current homeowners, Ronan, they are, I mean, their family's
We
growing,
can
so they
start now.
need additional
Wait,
space.
we can start the clock, yeah.
Yeah? Can I start the presentation now?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, okay. Yeah, so the current homeowners, Ronan, their family is growing a bit, so they needed additional space. Initially, we had proposed a front and a rear addition. Upon consultation with community planning, we modified the front addition to be only a front porch enclosure and the rear addition to span the whole 3-story. And there were some minor changes related to landscaping on the rear and the front. Because in the rear, 50% of this rear yard must be maintained as soft landscaping. We're close to it. We're about 46.7%. There is parking at the rear as well, which the owner wanted to maintain. They could have, initially our plan was either to go with a laneway or keep the parking space at the back. So, I mean, street parking won't be affected. That's one of the reasons they decided not to go with laneway home and just did an addition on the rear. Apart from that, there are multiple instances of similar variances that have been received on the street as well. There are multiple porch enclosure, front porch enclosure on the street as well. Community planning, I mean, they reviewed that along with, we had multiple Zoom calls with them, and that's where we come to the conclusion that the front enclosure should be allowed because there are multiple instances of neighbors having front enclosures and similar variances as well. So I kindly request Committee of Adjustment to grant us the approval.
Okay, thank you. You finished? Yeah?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. We will hold the question to you after we hear the other speakers. So let's have the first speaker. Hi.
Hi, I'm Chris Kelly. I'm at 66 Morton Road. My backyard abuts to 74 Keystone, which abuts to 72 Keystone. It's concerning the tree, which wasn't in.
Oh, just wait a second, we will start the clock.
Go ahead.
You're going to, yeah, we're going to start.
I'm going to do it in
refresh
less
the
than
clock.
2 minutes and 12 seconds. The white oak in the backyard wasn't in the original plans, but the city has noticed it a week ago and has asked that the committee defer, and if they don't defer, that they make it conditional on some conditions.
Yes,
I agree with the city.
yes, I will.
I agree with urban forestry. This needs to be conditional on an adequate, comprehensive tree protection plan.
Yes, we'll consider that for sure, yeah. Any other?
Don't consider it, do it.
Yeah, but we still
You
have
had-
to, I still have to take it to, we still have to take it to
The city doesn't
committee.
have a great
Yeah,
track
correct.
record on white oaks on Keystone.
Yes.
The one at
understood.
56 was supposed to be protected, and it was murdered by Marlin Spring.
Wow, okay. Oh, thank you. Any question to this speaker? No, thank you. All right, thank you.
Madam Chair, we may have one more speaker in opposition. I'm gonna unmute it.
Hi, my name is Rob Trutzler. I'm the resident at 70 Keystone, and my wife and I are the owners.
Okay.
As much as I like my neighbor, I do not like this plan. The oak you're talking about will be destroyed. There was one on the other side that the previous speaker mentioned. It was destroyed when they put the apartment building, and it was 30 feet away anyways. This oak is 8 inches from my fence. I can't see how this addition could take place without killing the oak. It's 7 stories tall, it's 200 years old, and it provides wonderful shade for the whole area. These variances go against, they're not minor, they're major, go against the spirit of the original bylaws. The whole backyards of the whole street are like one giant garden, it has beautiful shade and light. Killing that tree would destroy that. Putting up a wall beside my, the extension in the back would kill the light in my backyard, and it would really be bad for the people on the other side, the previous speaker, to the east. So I'm in no way agreeing with this. It would also lower the real estate value and take away the enjoyment we have of our property. And as this construction would happen in the summertime, it would be very noisy and dusty, and also destroy the enjoyment of the property at that time. That's all I need to say.
Yeah. Sorry, I remember you mentioned the size of this tree, this oak. Can you tell me again? I missed it, approximately how the trunk is, how
It's
wide?
7 stories tall. It's a beautiful oak.
The
other
trunk is
oak, there's
about
one
a
on the
foot or two. How big do you think that the trunk will be? Like the thickness of the trunk?
Oh, it's about, the trunk itself is about 4 feet diameter.
Oh, wow.
It's within 8 inches of my fence, or our mutual fence. I wish it was on my side. I would make sure it wasn't destroyed. But the roots will have to be damaged when they do this addition. And there's no way that this is not going to affect or kill that tree. You can bring in an arborist to check it out, but it's so tight. You can't swing a cat in the space between my house and my neighbor's. As you see in the picture there, it's just a small breezeway. That is the trunk, and it is very tall. The other tree, there was a twin to it on the other side that was destroyed by Marlin Spring when they put up the condominium that's on the Danforth in the back. And it killed the roots in that tree, and it had to be taken down. And it really affected the lighting and the whole atmosphere of all the people on the street. It goes against the spirit of the original bylaws in the sense that all the houses have the same, all in a row, we share the same space in the backyard. This one house having extension in the back would destroy that feeling and would destroy the atmosphere in the back. Anyways, thanks. That's all I need to say.
Yeah, all right. So any question to this speaker, please? No, okay. All right, so there's no more question for this speaker. So let's bring back the agent.
Hi.
Yes, you have heard the issues, right? Can you?
Yeah, we've heard the issues.
You have 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yes, so essentially everybody's concern is related to the tree there. Like I mentioned, we've already engaged Davies tree expert, the arborist there. They've mentioned that they'll be working on tree protection itself and any associated measures they would need to take to have the tree not be injured with that addition, the rear addition there, right? So apart from that, there is, I mean, it's not in my expertise, but we have engaged an arborist there, and they'll be providing satisfactory report. And if approved by committee, there will be a condition to get the clearance from forestry.
Yeah. Any question? I do have a question for you, but by listening to, oh, you have.
I have a question.
Yes, me too.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to ask my, and then.
Oh, all right, I didn't know if you saw me, sorry.
Yeah, my question is that after hearing the other deputies' comment, it seems that it's not a matter of just you will protect the tree. It seems that the current design or the plan will actually inevitably have to remove the tree. And the tree is quite substantial, and I'm not too sure. You said that there's a tree protection plan that is got enough insurance for that tree not to be moved in the future or injured. So what is the plan that you have discussed with your arborist? What's the intention?
So they've assured us that the tree will not be removed or be substantially injured, right? There will be some, because the roots do extend outward, so there will be some pruning required to the roots, but apart from that, it won't be removed or damaged. I believe that's the major concern for the neighbors, that it will be removed, so it would definitely not be removed.
Oh, okay, thank you. Any other question?
Yeah,
please.
Just looking at your revised site plan, so the tree that we're talking about isn't on your site plan. I do notice you put the tree in on the front yard, but I don't see it identified in the rear yard in your revised site plan. How far away is the tree from your proposed addition?
So you could see the survey that we were working with. It was a very old survey. I think it's from 1940s. It did not identify the tree there, but yeah, if you do open the site plan there, you could see that the tree would. Here, give me 2 seconds. Let me just open up the tree is about 6.5 feet, roughly 6.5 feet from the addition itself, right?
We do not know because it's not indicated. That's the question, right?
Yeah, so you're saying that it's about almost 7 feet from the corner of where you're proposing to excavate the basement foundation.
Correct, yeah. So that's what we discussed with the arborist, that it's about 6.5 feet away from that addition. So any injury to the roots that extend outward will be minimal.
Right, and so would you, depending on what forestry says with respect to that, so there would be mitigating measures done if in fact there was going to be irreparable damage done to that tree? I just note that in forestry staff report, they do include a photo of this tree. And I think the neighbors are rightly raising concerns because it is a fairly mature oak tree, which does a number of things, not only shade, but it also shields some of those residents from the large condominium in behind, which is a helpful, I think, part of the backyard viewscape. So
Yeah.
I think what you're hearing is that the neighbors are very concerned about this tree, and I think rightly so. So you're telling the neighbors that there will be, if any damage at all, there'll be minimal damage? And if
Correct, yes.
forestry requires any mitigative measures to ensure protection of that tree, that you will be doing that?
Correct, yes.
Okay?
Okay, yes, please, yeah.
I mean, 7 feet is actually quite close, given the usual tree protection zone for a tree this size. If forestry says that you can't dig out the basement and need to use helical pliers or something instead, is that something that you're willing to consider?
Correct, yes. We're even looking to build it on sonotube if the forestry doesn't give us a clearance for the basement excavation.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like that may be the issue.
Yeah.
That you may not be able to do the basement excavation for the
Yeah.
sake of the tree, so, okay, thank you.
Okay, so any other questions? Okay, no more question via committee. I'd like to make a comment first before we start. I have a feeling that this is premature. I think that I will go with the urban forestry condition to, or a request to defer. Do you know why? Only because you only speculate this tree can be worked around or not damaging it or removing it. It's speculation, right? So if the forestry, they do have authority to turn down the permit, okay? If they have to go back and revise the design, why don't we get them to have chance to actually work with urban forestry, whether change the type of foundation or turn the corner, I do not know. There are many things, right, they can do. Then they will actually make the process even easier for them. Instead of we approve, you come back, and then they have to change, and then come back to committee adjustment, we start the thing again. I think I prefer to defer it. That's my comment, but I listen to other panels members' comments, please.
I agree, Chair. I'm not satisfied with what I've heard today, that we don't defer. So my preference would also be to support a
Yeah,
deferral.
only because it is not indicated on a site plan or anything. We could not say that is a tree that they will have to protect to the satisfactory of urban forestry. And so even the site plan is not indicated where the tree is. So I think it's premature.
I would agree as well. That's my feeling. I feel like to make a decision, we really need to have a site plan that includes the tree for one thing, and a full arborist report, and a review by, like, this is obviously an important tree, and it's obviously quite vulnerable to the plants. So, you know, if they decide that, you know, they're not going to put a basement in, then that's a pretty significant change to the plans. If that's what's needed to save the tree.
So they still have to come back here, that's what, yeah.
So I think it makes sense to defer. I think even for the sake of the applicant, that saves them from having to, you know, reapply and, you know, repay for another application, stuff like that.
Exactly. They work with the urban forestry, it's only making them making a trip to discuss with them, and then they have a better plan to. Okay. So do we have any other comments, or do we have a motion, please?
I could put forward the
Yeah,
motion
please,
to defer.
Dylan. I'm sorry, Ryan. Sorry.
Yeah, and can we specify defer until such a time as the plan, there's an arborist report, there's a tree protection plan, and urban forestry is satisfied?
Okay, yeah. So the motion is to defer the,
Yeah, I'll second with
yeah,
maybe
you
specifying
second.
those
And,
things.
oh, Brian, you have a motion to defer, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
okay, sorry, I just, right.
I'll second the motion with just,
Yeah, with that request, like,
yeah, with
Well, with
specifying
urban
what
forest.
we're expecting before it
Yes.
comes back.
okay, all in favor with that condition? All, it's deferred, thank you. Okay, the next item is item number 8. No, sorry, number 9. It's 48 Heath Street East. This is to alter the existing 3-story detached dwelling by reconstructing the rear first floor deck and constructing a rear gray stone patio. We have received survey, site plan, floor plan elevations, and decisions affecting the subject property and arborist report. We receive comment from Urban Forestry and support from 42, 44, 50, 52 Heath Street East, and also 53 Avenue. And we are ready for the agent or applicant, please. Yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and no registered speakers.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, good morning, members of the committee. My name is Darcy Watson, and my address is 1390 Dufferin Street.
Okay. Thank you. It seems to be quite straightforward application, and we do not have any opposition. So, can you give? Did you give us your address too?
Yes, you did.
Sure, it's
Oh, you did,
1390 Dufferin Street.
Oh,
That's
okay. Thank you. So,
worries.
let me check whether anyone wants the presentation. No. Okay. Any questions for? Yes, please. We do have some questions for you here.
Just a very quick, am I correct in understanding that we're basically rebuilding the deck on the same plan? It's not actually increasing in size or anything?
The deck is being, so there's 2 variances. One is on the west lot line, and that is we're suggesting that the deck be built in exactly the same location as the existing.
That's what I was
And
asking.
in terms of the depth, we're asking for 2.9 meters instead of 2.5. And the reason for that is it's an unusual split level plan where the first floor that houses the kitchen, the dining room and the living room that this deck serves is it's 1.9 meters above grade instead of the standard 0.9 meters or 3 feet above grade. So that's one of the reasons for asking for the additional depth, and the additional depth is 0.04 meters, so it's 1'3" additional.
Oh, okay, so it's slightly larger.
Slightly, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Just a quick question. So I'm just looking at your site plan. I noticed in the photos that you have paving stones, patio stones in the rear, and that your site plan says the paving's going to be removed and replaced with what?
Well, we're taking out like pavers, smaller brick-sized pavers, and we want to put in like a 2-foot by 2-foot paver instead. So we're just replacing the existing patio essentially.
Okay, and the rest of the rear yard is sod, grass?
It's grass at the moment, and there's actually, it's a very well treed backyard. There's quite a few trees around, and we're not touching any of the trees. We're leaving everything. We want to leave like the full kind of treed backyard feeling, and leaving the existing sod.
Right.
Or existing grass.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Thank you.
any other questions? Oh, all right. We are in committee now because we don't have any more questions. Okay, yes, please.
I'm happy to move a motion. These are really, really minor. It's essentially rebuilding what exists, slightly larger, no impact on, on soft landscape or anything like that. So I think the impact is really minor. It's very minor variances. I'm happy to move a motion to approve it with forestry condition number 2.
Yeah. Okay, Larry, second. All in favor with forestry conditions? All in favor is approved unanimously. Thank you. And next, do we need a break or we move?
I can keep going for a bit more.
Yep.
One
Oh,
more.
yeah, one
One
more.
more.
Okay. Item number 10 is 180 CHISHOLM Avenue. This is to alter the existing one-story auxiliary detached building, which is a one-car garage, by constructing a one-story addition to the auxiliary building for non-habitable insulated storage space. And we have received a survey, site plan, floor plan, elevations, 5 photographs from the agent, and also a staff report from urban forestry. We're ready for the agent or applicant.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and no registered speakers. Mr. Shahid, you've been unmuted. Hello, Mr. Shahid, you've been unmuted. Okay, he's online, but he's not answering, so I will try to call him.
Okay.
Hello?
Oh, hello? We got him, yeah. Hello?
Yeah. Hello? Yes, sorry about it. I don't know. I was trying to speak, but I couldn't reach you out.
Oh, now we can hear you.
Now we can hear you.
Oh.
It's got two devices.
I think
Can you turn off other devices? Just keep one, because we have
I'll do
echoes
that.
here.
Yeah. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
you,
Hello? Hello?
Oh. Hello?
Hello? Yeah, my name is Shahid Dhanawati, and my address is 1304 Woodbine Avenue.
Oh, okay, we can try, but it seems that you have multiple devices on. And we are hearing double, like, is it-
Can you hear me now?
All three of you.
We can hear you, but we're hearing an echo.
yeah, we hear echoes and double speakers, it seems.
Okay, let's try one more time. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, there is a bit of an echo on our end. If you have multiple devices, please mute them and just
Yeah,
use your phone.
I stay on the phone and speak. I think you can hear me now, right?
Okay, yes, I think that has cleared it up. Okay,
That's
we'll
clear
proceed.
that, okay, let's proceed. Yeah, give us your name and address again, please, yeah.
Sure. My name is Shaheen Nanavati, and the address is 1304 Woodbine Avenue, Toronto.
Okay, do we have other speakers for this item? Or- No. Okay, so you do not have any opposition, so I'm going to see whether we want a presentation? No? Any question
Sure.
to?
I have given a small presentation which can be brought on the screen if you wish. It's a very small one.
It's okay, just want to check, do you will have questions? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I don't have any questions.
We
yeah.
don't have any question either. I know you have a presentation, but we do not require your present, because we read all your material, actually. So we are ready to move into discussion. Do you have any thing you want to address panel specifically? You can.
No, ma'am, I just answer any of your questions that you have.
Oh, okay, thank you. Now we're in committee, yeah. Yeah, please.
If everyone's agreed, I'm happy to move a motion on this
Yeah.
one. This is actually a considerable improvement over the current situation. It's a bit of a rundown. So first of all, it's the same footprint as already exists, so it's not really having any additional impact. Secondly, it's definitely an improvement over the somewhat rundown building that's currently there. And I mean, the city at the moment is kind of discouraging parking, so I don't see any problem with removing one parking space. There's still one parking space on the lot, and the other building will now be more useful to the applicant. So I'm happy to move a motion to approve these variances with forestry condition number 2.
Yes, thank you. And, Gary? Second. All in favor of forestry condition? It's approved unanimously. Thank you. So we take a 5 minutes break. Thank you.
Please turn off your videos, microphones. Please mute the room.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
We have resumed. For item number 11 is 93 Pinewood Avenue. This is to construct a new 3-story detached dwelling with a front integral garage, a partially covered front porch with stairs, and a canopy located in the northwest corner of the dwelling, and a covered front first-story balcony, and a partially covered rear ground floor deck with stairs. We have received a survey site plan, floor plan, elevations, 2 photographs, cover letter, and also arborist report from agent. We have received comment from Urban Forestry, and we have received 6 signature petition in support on Pinewood Avenue, and we have concern from 97 Pinewood and also 99 Pinewood Avenue. And we have oppositions from 86 Pinewood. And that's all the material we have. We are ready for the agent. Yes, welcome. Yes.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent in person and the 3 registered speakers.
3 others? They have 3 other speakers?
Yes,
Oh,
registered
okay.
speakers, yes.
So please, welcome. Give us your name and address. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair and fellow committee members. My name is Roshan Thuru. I'm a planner at Design Plan Services located at 87 Skyway Avenue, Suite 200 in Toronto.
Okay, so it seems that there's some opposition speakers, so we would like to have a 5-minute presentation from you. And if you have a presentation want to be brought on the screen, just let us know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Before beginning my presentation, I did provide a detailed planning justification letter, which I hope the committee had a chance to read. I did want to note that I discussed the proposal with planning staff, and they have raised no concerns or objections to a proposal. And as you noted, Madam Chair, we have submitted a petition in support as well. I also wanted to first discuss the comments from Urban Forestry. I have reviewed the report and discussed those comments further with my client and the arborist on file. So the comments by Urban Forestry relate to the 5-centimeter diameter red oak tree that's located within the city's right-of-way. To clarify, the intent is not to remove that tree. The proposal is to relocate that tree within another location within the city's right-of-way as identified on the tree preservation plan. So I did want to clarify that. And as the committee knows, Urban Forestry has their own permit process, and my client and the arborist will endeavor to work with Urban Forestry through their process to resolve any comments that they have. And I do know that Urban Forestry is recommending condition number 2. However, we would be agreeable to include condition number 1 as well for the city-owned tree.
Okay, so are you ready for your presentation?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you.
So in terms of the proposed variances, we are requesting approval for only 3 variances today. I did submit supporting sketches that were attached to my planning justification letter. It was attachment A. So while planning or committee staff brings that up, I did want to note that, attachment A was appendix A, sorry. Should be the next page, or one more down. Yes, right there. So the drawings or the sketches on the left is what's being proposed, right? So those are the proposed elevations. The sketches on the right side, are what could have been proposed if a flat roof design was introduced. So this comparison is important because if a flat roof was proposed here, this variance for the side main wall height would have not been required as long as the front and rear main walls were set back 1.4 meters. And to clarify, the yellow shading represents the additional massing that could have been permitted if a flat roof design was proposed here. So rather than proposing a flat roof design here, my clients did decide to propose a sloped roof design, which is why this variance was triggered, just because it fit in and reflects the existing character along Pinewood Avenue. And I would like to note that the proposal on the third story is stepped back 2.79 meters from the front main wall and 1.42 meters from the rear main wall, which actually exceeds a setback that would have been required if a flat roof design was proposed here. And just to finalize or conclude with that variance, I would like to mention that the maximum permitted building height is 11 meters. We are compliant with that, and the bylaw does permit 3 stories here. The second variance relates to the building length. So if we could go back up to the attachment that was within the text of the planning justification letter, that would be great. So the building length is being only triggered due to 2 bump outs, one at the front main wall and one located at the rear main wall. And if these bump outs were not included, then the building length would have been 16.82 meters, which would have been permitted as of right. And if we could, jump back to attachment B, which is an aerial photo of the building footprints along Pinewood Avenue. So I would like to mention that the building footprints, especially on the west side of Pinewood, are not uniform, they're actually staggered. So there are building lengths that are the same or greater than what's being proposed here. So in my opinion, the proposed building length is minor and it fits in with the existing character of the neighborhood. The last variance relates to the front porch stairs. The front porch stairs will be 4.42 meters, whereas 2 meters is permitted. It's just been designed to fit in architecturally with the front porch and complement the overall architectural design of the front entrance. So in conclusion, the proposed development and associated minor variances make efficient use of the property, meet the 4 tests under section 45(1) of the Planning Act, and fits in with the character of the neighborhood. I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Okay. We will call a question to you after we hear the other speakers. So just
Sounds
stay
good.
put. Yeah. Okay. So we are ready for the next speaker. Yeah.
Hello.
Am I on?
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
Good morning, Chair and members of the committee. My name is Alok Mukherjee, and my address is 86 Pinewood Avenue.
Okay,
Thank you
Yeah.
for.
You have 5
thank you
minutes,
for-
to tell us your
Okay.
concerns. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity to address you today regarding the proposed redevelopment of 93 Pinewood. My wife and I live directly across the street from 93 Pinewood. Having lived here for over 30 plus years, we are among the oldest residents on this block. While we fully recognize that change is inevitable and buildings have finite lifespans, we are deeply concerned about the scale, design, and potential severe neighborhood impact of this specific proposal. When we chose to raise our family here, we were captivated by the unique architectural harmony, the reasonable scale of the homes, and the rich green canopy of this street. If approved as proposed, this project threatens to disrupt that character. I submit 5 specific objections for your consideration. First, impact on our access to our solar access. Our home relies heavily on morning sunlight, which feeds our front garden and powers the solar panels on our roof. By significantly raising the height of the proposed structure, the proponents risk casting a permanent shadow over our property. No shadow or microclimate studies have been shared to our knowledge to demonstrate what the actual impact of this heightened massing will be on the direct neighbors. Second, loss of public space and parking. The proponents are requesting a second curb cut to allow access to a new front-facing garage. This addition directly deprives our street of yet another highly valued on-street parking space. I strongly support our neighbors who have already formally objected to this unnecessary privatization of public curb space. Third, destruction of maturing canopy. The proposal calls for cutting down an old, mature walnut tree. Pinewood has lost far too many of its majestic trees in recent years. While I acknowledge the proponents' effort to preserve some of the existing trees on site, I urge this committee to direct them to find an architectural alternative that saves this walnut tree. Fourth, urban heat island effect. In addition to losing a mature tree, the plan proposes to pave over the green front yard with concrete to build a front-facing garage. In an era of accelerating climate change, replacing natural green infrastructure with heat-absorbing concrete is ecologically irresponsible. Our municipal priority must be to preserve green permeability, not facilitate its systemic erasure. Fifth, erosion of neighborhood character. Looking at the design, it is clear that a massive, unyielding structure is planned to be dropped onto our historic streetscape. We have seen too many Toronto neighborhoods degraded by modern builds that show a complete disregard of local heritage and scale, despite what has just been said. In closing, I must express my disappointment that the proponents did not extend the basic courtesy of consulting their immediate future neighbors before finalized plans were submitted. Their focus has remained entirely inward with no regard for the external impact on our community. I urge your committee to protect the integrity of Pinewood Avenue and reject this application in its current form. Thank you.
Thank you. Any question to this speaker? Yeah, we have some questions. Just wait.
Sir, I just want to confirm your address. You said you were 86 Pinewood?
86 Pinewood
So
Avenue.
you're across the street from this application, right?
Yes, please, directly across.
And your major concern, I guess the impact on you, is that you have solar panels and you're concerned that there would be shading that would impact your solar panels?
That is right, because the morning light comes directly from across that building,
Okay.
from behind that
So,
building.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have one.
What an idiot. You are unmuted.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi.
Give us
Okay, my name is John Calabro.
Mhm.
I live at 89 Pinewood Avenue. I'm right adjacent to the new construction.
Okay.
And I am totally satisfied with the plans. I'm very happy to see that. We have a derelict house. The height is the same that it is now. And I will be very happy to have a new house that looks like the plan I have seen. Thank you.
So you're in support. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you.
Do we have more speakers? Yeah, we do.
Elizabeth, you've been unmuted.
Yes, it's Elizabeth Carvette, 97 Pinewood Avenue. I'm 2 houses north of the current applicant.
Okay.
My concern was mostly the taking away of another parking spot from the street. The street has a waiting list for people who wish to park on the street, and from what I can see on the current plans, there is going to be a new driveway, and there's still an old driveway. And if the cutout for the old driveway and the cutout for the new driveway are both on the street, that removes yet another spot from the street, which I believe is not allowed anymore. I also, share some of the concerns of my neighbor across the street. particularly about the tree. Anyways, because the tree does in fact have some impact on my backyard. And so, yes, that is a concern. Thank you very much, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, thank you. Let me see whether we have questions for you. Oh, no. No more questions. That's all the speakers. So, yeah, back to the applicant, yes. So you will have 5 minutes to address their concerns. Yeah, thank you.
Sounds good, Madam Chair.
Yeah.
And perhaps if committee staff could actually pull up the site plan. I do want to start off with the comments regarding the driveway. The intent is to relocate the driveway. However, the existing driveway and that curb will be restored. So there's only going to be one driveway. So I did want to clarify that for the neighbors because I did hear that a couple of times. And moving on, I guess we could start off with the height and shadow. Again, the proposal is compliant with the overall height of 11 meters. And as I noted earlier, if a flat roof design was proposed here, there could have actually been a bit more massing here. If committee staff want to go to those sketches again, the yellow shading actually depicts that potential massing that could have been here, right? So I did want to comment on that as well. And in terms of the trees as well, I would like to note that again, the tree in the front yard, the city owned right away, that's going to be transplanted. And the tree number 4 is recommended for removal, and as per the arborist report, it's due to structural conditions. And in fact, the arborist report actually does note that in order to compensate for the removal of this tree, the city is expected to request 3 replacement trees to be planted on site. So the arborist noted that 2 tulip trees and 1 red maple tree is proposed to be replanted on the site. And I did cover the loss of on-street parking. And in terms of the neighborhood character, again, I would like to reiterate that our client specifically chose to do a sloped roof design here because it fits in with the existing character along Pinewood Avenue, right? So that's why my client did not propose to do a flat roof, or else we would have not required one of the variances that's in front of the committee today. So our client wanted to design something along with the architect that's reflective of the neighborhood. And one final point that I would like to mention is that over the past 10 years, there has been 205 committee adjustment applications within 500 meters of the site, right? So that demonstrates that there has been redevelopment within the neighborhood, although the proposal that's in front of the committee today is reflective of the existing character and the planned context for the neighborhood. So I believe I did answer most of the comments and concerns raised, but if I missed anything, I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Yeah, please go ahead. I also have a question too.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying about the tree in the driveway.
Yes.
If forestry does not want, like, moving a tree is a shock to a tree. If forestry doesn't want you to move the tree, have you considered putting the driveway, leaving the current, like readjusting the house so that the parking is on the other side and it doesn't affect the tree?
So I did have this discussion with the arborist. Our arborist is, he does believe that the tree can survive this transplant. So considering that's his expertise, I rely on his level of judgment, but he did say that it could survive the transplant location. So it is, from my understanding, a fairly newly planted tree. It is a diameter of 5 centimeters. So again, that's.
I guess I'm also kind of wondering why you chose to do a new driveway instead of simply taking advantage of the existing driveway.
Yeah, absolutely. So the architect and the client designed the house this way because to maximize on sun exposure during the mornings, as well as just to provide a better architectural design and to kind of reflect the overall driveway patterns along Pinewood Avenue.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Would you be willing, I take your point that the length variance is really for two small things. Would you be willing to have us tie any approvals to site plan and elevations in order to ensure that it's only those that are being approved?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I do have a question. On your site plan, you said that for the existing driveway and the curb, you already mentioned that you will restore the curb. And also, but I would like to know whether it's possible that instead of, you said that the existing driveway will be replaced by sod. Is it possible to restore it with soft landscaping instead of you know, on the site plan at the bottom there's a note in the square box. Yes, that's the box inside. You said that you will replace it with, the walkway and the driveway with sod. No, this the previous plan, the site plan. Yes, go zoom in at the bottom near the Pinewood Avenue. Zoom in. There's a note here. Yes, there. On the right-hand side, there's a note. You said that we remove and restore with sod and pour raised concrete curb, which is fine. The curb is fine. But I'm just thinking the material, can we be soft landscaping?
Madam Chair, from my understanding, the existing driveway that's there right now will be removed and replaced with sod.
With sod.
Yeah.
What I mean is, what about grass? Can it be other material instead of just sod? Because sod, you can still park on it, right?
He's closing the curb cut. I thought you said you're closing the curb cut.
Madam Chair, yes, that's correct.
No.
We are closing the curb cut. And
That's my question, whether it can be just soft landscaping, which is green grass, or...
Sod is grass.
Yeah, sod is
Sod-
grass.
Sod means grass.
I thought sod is brown, but anyway.
yes, grass.
Okay.
Okay, that's my misunderstanding then. I thought it was brown sod, and then they were
No
just-
problem, Madam Chair.
Anyway, but, okay. So, but you, because usually the transportation will request us to put it as a condition to restore the obsolete curb. So if we're going to approve this, will you mind if we put it as a condition? That since you have mentioned that, right?
Yes, Madam Chair, that would be acceptable, yes.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions, please? Okay, now we do not have any more questions. We are in committee now. Yeah. So, okay.
I'm struggling quite a bit with this one because I do believe it's an improvement to the neighborhood and to the street, and replacing a derelict house with a new build. But when I look at the recommendations for forestry, I agree. Can that driveway be redesigned? How do we prevent the injury or transplant to a red oak tree? Chair, I agree with, tying it to site plans and
Yeah.
elevations and curb restoration.
Yeah.
I just don't know if the forestry recommendations are worth preventing this project from moving
Yeah,
forward.
no, the tree, if you look at the photographs, and also on the site plan, it says 0.005 meter diameter, means that it's about 2 inch, inch and a half. So I think that if that got killed and then they just buy a bigger one in a new location.
It's a tiny tree.
It's a very, very tiny tree. I do not think that it will be, yeah.
Yeah, I see, there's no need to split hairs over a small tree, and I don't think
Yeah.
it's something that should prevent an improvement to the street from moving forward.
Yeah.
So, I'll be supporting it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll put an urban forestry condition, yeah.
Yeah, I think, forestry can still say no and force them to redesign the house and move the driveway as forestry suggested.
Yeah.
So I think it's up to them we can
Yeah.
put forestry condition 1 as the applicant suggested.
Yes.
Just to reinforce that, and it's up to the applicant and forestry to figure out if there's a solution that's acceptable to forestry. I feel confident that a solution can be arranged.
Yeah.
If they do need to rearrange. And the forestry pointed out that their proposal doesn't really affect the variances. The house can be, if we approve the variances, I mean, I guess if we hide the site plan, that could be an issue. But I still would like to tie it to the elevations at least to, you know, to make sure that the extensions are only one story.
Yeah. We can tie to the site plan specifically on the restoration of the existing driveway and walkway.
Well, I think what we might want to tie to the site plan, leaving out the driveway. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think if you did elevations, Dylan, you'd get what you're trying to
Yeah, just
achieve.
do elevations
Yeah, I
and not
think
the
you're-
site plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do elevations, and that way, should reorganization be needed, it can still go forward without having to come back.
No, what I'm saying is tied to the site plan only because they said that they will restore the driveway and the walkway.
Well, we can
only.
make that a condition, I think.
If we can make that into a condition.
I think we should make that a condition, even though
Okay.
transportation didn't do that. Otherwise, I feel like this is a pretty good proposal. I like the fact, for example, that they have actually removed the side yard setback that used to be there. The old house was also 3 stories, so I don't really see that as a significant difference in height. I don't see, I understand the neighbor's concern, but I really don't think that 3 stories across the street is going to have a significant impact on solar exposure for their, so I don't think that's going to be a big problem. Otherwise, it seems to me like it's a very thoughtful proposal, and the variances are pretty minor. And I feel like it's actually, in some ways, an improvement in terms of how it sits on the lot.
Mhm.
So, assuming that the driveway and tree issue can be resolved, I feel like this is very supportable.
Okay, so we have a few conditions, forestry
Yeah.
condition 1 and 2, and tied to elevations.
Yeah,
And the third is to restore the obsolete curb cut and driveway and the
To the
walkway to be sorted. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
To the satisfaction of transportation, sir.
So anyone, one second that, that's the
I
motion?
can make that a motion, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a motion to me, yeah. Yes, it is, yeah. Ms. McKay, second. All in favor of those conditions? Is unanimously approved with conditions. Thank you, yeah. So.
And it was forestry 1 and 2 that we had. right?
Yeah, I did, that's the first condition, yeah. Yeah, item number 12 is 64 Brooklyn Avenue. This is to alter the existing 3-story detached dwelling by constructing 1, 2, and 3-story addition along the entire portion of the south side, and with basement and also a front integral garage, an elevator and stairs, and a rear basement walkout, and a rear second-story terrace. We have received a site plan, floor plan elevations, and our arborist report, and also presentation material from the agent. We received comment from Urban Forestry and also opposition from 51 Brooklyn Avenue. We are ready for the agent or the applicant.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and no registered speakers.
No registered speaker. They seeking only one variance, which is the FSI, yeah.
Hi, my name is Antonio Giovinazzo from Limberlost Design Studio, and I am the applicant on the file, and my address is 887 Dundas Street West, Toronto.
It seems that you do not have any other person want to speak, but let's see, we do receive one letter of opposition from 51. Let me see whether the panel wants a presentation. Yeah, and so we do not need a representation from you, but can you quickly address the number 51 Brooklyn, the concern?
Yeah, of course. They're neighbors across the street from us, so they're on the other side of the street. As soon as we saw this letter last week, we reached out to them.
Okay.
And the homeowner was able to speak to them and to reassure them of our construction and how we're going to beautify the property, and the steps that we've taken not to overdevelop the property, where we've actually decreased some of our scope of work that was originally included in the property. And he included some construction scheduling, and assured the neighbor that street shutdowns would not be in effect either. So we're trying to work cooperatively with them. From the feedback that we got from the homeowner through text message, it seemed like he was favorable to it after a conversation, and it seems like they're in good spirits. So yeah, I feel like we addressed that all through our conversation with him.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, any other questions? Yeah. Okay, we do not have any more questions. We are in committee now. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure, I'll take this. I thought, I mean, this is just FSI, so there is no setback issues. And it's an interesting and I think efficient way of utilizing this very wide lot, and only modestly going out in the back, but, you know, filling in a vacant area on the side. And just looking at the look, it's trying to replicate the existing unique architectural features in the existing building. I thought it was a pretty good proposal and nice articulation. The massing is modest. I think it's a supportable application. If no one else has anything to add, I'm happy to move a motion to approve, and there are no conditions.
We have received some comment from Urban Forestry, but no conditions.
It's just an advisory
Just a receive,
report.
yeah. Okay, one second, please. Dylan? Yeah.
Sure.
Second, with no conditions. All in favor? It's approved unanimously. Thank you. Yeah. All right, so we move item 13 is 212 and 218 Dundas Street East. This is to alter the development standards from a site-specific zoning bylaw, and for the 44-story mixed use by increasing the overall height of the building, and from 133 meters to 134.75 meters, and the height of the podium from 30 meter to 30.5 meter, and reducing the setbacks, and reducing the first floor frontage, but butting the property retail street. There will be a total of 542 residential dwelling units on this lot, and as a site plan, and as a site-specific zoning bylaw. We receive a survey, site plan, floor plan, elevations, cover letter, average report, presentation material from the agent, and the site-specific zoning bylaw. We have received comment from community planning and also urban design as a department. That's all the material we have. Do we have other speakers besides the applicant?
Through you, Madam Chair, yes, we have one registered speaker, but I have tried to reach them multiple times, and I haven't heard from them.
So the other speaker is in person?
No.
No, okay.
Can't reach him.
Yeah.
Do you know if that was opposition or support?
Yeah.
It's in interest.
Interest, okay.
Only interest, so anyhow, it seems that you have a speaker, so we just give us your name and address, and maybe you give us a 5-minute presentation on this.
I'm in your hands.
Yeah.
Sorry. My name is Jude Tersini. I'm
Yeah.
the Senior Vice President of Planning and Development at Mancus Developments. We're the owners of the property, and my address is 4711 Yonge Street,
Yeah.
Suite 1400, M2N 74. We're here before you today as the culmination of a collaborative process with both Heritage and Planning. The project was originally envisioned as a condominium project, and obviously we're all in recognition of the existing market conditions. We've now pivoted to a purpose-built rental building, and in doing so, we needed to undertake an exercise of simplifying the design in order to accommodate a more regimented and kind of a design that would be more in keeping with a rental building. So essentially what we're here seeking to do is make some minor modifications to the setbacks and development standards that are contained within MAP 2, a slight increase in the height as a result of some mechanical transfers and structure that we've undertaken modifications to. And essentially, it's a quirky little situation on the retail frontage prescription. So essentially, the bulk of the retail frontage is actually a gym, publicly accessible gym, which will fully contain within the heritage component. But because it's a rental building, we need actually a sales office and a rental area. So it does operate as a mercantile function. However, the zoning bylaw interprets it as an accessory use to the residential occupancy. So as a result of that, it doesn't qualify as a commercial, adhering to the retail requirement. So in essence, if you took into consideration the entire frontage that's being animated, we still are consistent with the provisions of the zoning bylaw. It just comes down to the ultimate classification of what the function of that sales use is behind the front door there. So essentially, those are the variances. They're, in my respectful submission, they're in keeping with the general intent of the original zoning bylaw. Obviously, this is within an MTSA. We're looking to facilitate 4 additional rental units within this area. And it's in keeping, we work tirelessly with staff in the Heritage Department to ensure that the proposal continues to represent the objectives of the Garden District, Heritage Preservation District, and they've written as such, as well as community planning writing. They're generally supportive of the application moving forward. So I'm here really to answer any questions that you may have, and that's basically it.
Okay, thank you. You want to ask the question now? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So the Heritage report seems to have a concern about the change in the setbacks. Can you explain what's going on there?
Yes, sure. It's kind of weird because what we did was we only sought to change any standard, any minimum that we would need to change. So when we look at if you look at the revised map 2, we only went and changed any development standard that needed to be modified. Heritage is the process that we undertook with Heritage. We actually sought to provide a greater setback.
Okay.
But in essence, and our site plan that's submitted with community planning right now reflects that larger setback because map 2 prescribed minimums. So in essence, it actually doesn't form a variance by doing what we're doing. We were just leaving the old map 2 standards the way they were. We didn't opt to change it. So that's really what it is. We fully intend on moving forward with, sorry, it's diagram 3. We fully intend on moving forward with the setbacks that we committed to Heritage with, but they obviously exceed the minimums, so it wasn't required to be an amended variance.
Okay, so, sorry, I just want to make sure I understand. So we've got this, that's the 4.5 meter setback that they were concerned about.
That was the old standard.
And so are you actually, but they claimed that the old standard was 5.9.
No, that's the new, that's what we're providing.
Oh, so you're actually now providing 5.9, whereas before it was, so it's better, it's an improvement.
It's better, yeah.
Okay.
That's where
but there was some, they didn't really.
Why would they object that?
They're not objecting. They're not objecting. They're basically saying, we moved forward with the Heritage process and secured their approval through the Heritage process with a larger setback than what was previously permitted to be 4.5 in the original site-specific zoning bylaw. So in essence, right now, we're actually providing more than the minimum standard.
Can you, there's only one thing that has, it sounds like you are changing some other setbacks.
We are, yeah.
That are.
Correct.
Can you just, like, that part, like, the other 2 variances is very clear.
Yep.
But that part, it was not really clear what you're changing. Can you just very quickly?
Like if we go to the presentation that we provided.
Yeah, there's a presentation with lots of red lines on it.
Yeah, and I can walk you through the red lines.
Yeah, that would be.
So can we just zoom in a little bit just for everybody's benefit? Because, so the blue lines are the original outline.
Yeah.
So in essence, the largest change that you're seeing, if you could just note that the triangle just north of the pleated portion of the building right there, that's the biggest piece that's being eliminated. So you can see that those setbacks in that area there are increasing. That's the portion of the building that was removed.
Right.
And then in essence, all the other standards, like if you can see, it says 7.5, the new one is 7.4, the other one said 7, it's restated as 7. So essentially, those are the slight tweaks to the actual setbacks themselves. So that's where.
Right, so
the
up
difference
at
in
that sort of northeast corner is where you're increasing the
Correct.
you're
Yes.
like reducing the setbacks a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, okay, but that's not really going to have a lot of impact on
Correct.
other people.
No.
Okay. So
And
you're
we
basically-
fully enclosed the loading function, so
Okay.
that area there, it was previously the ramp, now it's the loading dock. So
Okay.
we've enclosed it so that we have very little impact on
Right.
anybody around us.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, it just was not clear.
Yeah.
Everything
And
else
if we
was so
could zoom
clear.
down, I could show you the 4.5, like,
Yeah, no,
essentially,
I see what you mean.
it's right there,
Yeah.
right?
Right, so in fact, you're,
Oh,
you're.
okay.
We're going to
pulling
5
back.
point.
And you're pulling
No.
back on the other corner as well.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's just helpful to understand exactly.
Yeah,
what's
we were a
happening.
little confused why he actually wrote it that way, and we called him and I think he provided clarification to it, but they're not an objection, obviously.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's really helpful to
Yeah.
understand.
Thank you. Please, yeah.
Just, it's not related to the variance, but I'm just curious. So what's the unit mix for all the rental units?
We are adhering to the city's standard of,
Standard?
yeah, of the 15, 10, 25, 2 and 3s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So it also comply with the percentage of barrier-free?
But those are prescribed in the building code, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Mhm. Okay, any other questions? So we do not have any,
You're not keeping Fillmore's?
yeah.
No, we are
So
not keeping.
because we actually.
They've actually vacated it already.
I think we
Well,
both.
it's gonna be a fitness, you know, it's.
Well,
It's a different
define
type of
fitness.
physical
Yeah.
activity.
Different kind of physical
Do,
activity.
So if this is an improvement, is debatable?
Okay, yeah, do we have other speaker on this item? No?
No.
Oh, he was just, okay, now, all right, you guys ready? Okay, we are in committee now, okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Dylan's been to Fillmore, so maybe he should take this
I
up.
am not.
Okay,
I
please.
missed my chance.
Do we have a motion here, please? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the setbacks explanation is helpful and I think clears up the only concern I had. I totally, I understand the rental, I think that their argument makes sense in terms of a rental office being effectively like a retail space. And obviously it's needed, so I think that's an entirely reasonable thing. The height variance is really minor. Planning seems to be okay with the setbacks. Heritage, I think, is clarified, you know, this misunderstanding. So I'm happy to move approval of these variances. I don't think there's any conditions.
No, they have to work with Heritage
They have to work
anyway.
to Heritage,
Yeah.
but they'll do that anyway.
Okay, anyone, any second? Yes, Ryan second, all in favor with no conditions. Unanimously approved. Thank you for coming. Yes. Yeah. So, item 14 is 45 DeForest Road, and the purpose of this application is to alter the existing two-story semi-detached dwelling by constructing an enclosed front porch and a rear two-story addition with Juliet balcony. And our partial rear third floor addition with third-story roof deck, and a rear ground floor deck, and a rear basement walkout, and a side bay window. And this dwelling will have a total of 2 residential dwelling, one in the primary unit, and then secondary suite located within the basement. We have received a copy of survey, site plan, floor plan elevations, 2 photographs of this property, and 4 photographs of comparable properties, and cover letter from and a presentation material from the agent. We have received a comment from community planning, and we received a letter of interest from 36 DeForest Road, and we have received quite a number of oppositions from in the neighborhood. There's about 20 or 23 of them. Thank you. We are ready for the agent.
To you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and 6 registered speakers.
3, okay, thank you. Yes, we're ready for the agent. Yes, she's calling.
I see the agent online, but I can't unmute him, so I will try to call him.
Okay, yeah, give it a try, yeah.
Hello, Joseph.
Hello.
Oh, good.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, yes.
Yeah, sorry, thank you.
Can you, do you have multiple devices on? Can you turn off all the devices except one? Just speak. Yeah. Okay.
Through you, Madam Chair, we lost him. I will call him again.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Joseph.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay, can you try to speak to the mic? Yeah.
Hello, Joseph. Hello, Joseph.
Hello?
Yes. Can,
Yes, I'm sorry. The unmuting isn't working. Can I speak?
can, no, there's some, there's some other noises from your side, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not able to unmute myself.
Okay, can you try to speak to the phone, see?
Yes, thank you. So this proposal is for the distance.
Excuse me, we can't, can you start again? Yeah.
Joseph, sorry, we can't hear you
Yes.
very well. It's muffled.
Yeah, have you unmuted me? It does not work.
No.
What I'm going to suggest is, can you sign back into the WebEx meeting? We're going to hang up with you at this time. Sign back into the WebEx meeting. We're going to move on to item number 15, and then we'll come back to this item.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's move to item number 15, which is the 35 BRAEMAR Avenue. This is to construct a new two-story detached auxiliary building which contains one garden suite and 2 parking spaces. And in the rear yard of an existing two-story detached dwelling. There will be a total of 4 residential dwelling units on this lot, 3 in the main building and 1 in the auxiliary building. We have received survey site plan floor plan elevations, a revised site plan floor plan elevations, and 6 photographs. and cover letter and arborist report from the agent. We also received a site-specific zoning bylaw, and we received comment from urban forestry. And that's the material we have received. We are ready for the agent or applicant. Yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and no registered speakers.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear you well, so. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
John Galbraith, planner here on behalf of the application, 18 King Street East, Suite 1400.
Okay, you do not have any opposition, so I'm going to see if the panel requires a presentation or not. Yeah.
I have questions.
You have, we have questions. We do not need a presentation. No, we do not need a presentation from you, but we do have some questions. Yeah, please go ahead.
Happy to answer them.
Yeah.
So I have a bit of concern in terms of the soft landscaping, not in terms of what you're asking for, but rather what is actually realistic. So you have soft landscaping in front of a garage door, and you also don't have any kind of path to the main entrance to the garden suite. It's just soft landscaping. So I'm just not convinced that the soft landscaping that you're asking for is actually what will end up being there, because those both seem really impractical.
So I understand what you're saying. This is the older site plan. It's similar, it's not exactly the same, but it's similar to one that was on the screen there. Yeah, so the garage is more of, it's not intended to be like a daily use garage. That's the correct one there, thank you. The owner, it's more for, he sort of works on his cars. It's more of like a project shop for his cars. It's not like a daily use garage. It's more for car storage, and that's why there is only the one driveway that connects to one parking space. The other one is technically not even a parking space because it doesn't have a driveway.
But it does have a garage door. Like, if it was supposed to be only one parking space, then you should only have a garage door for that parking space?
I understand. I think that was more of a design feature.
Okay. And in terms of the walkway to the main entrance to the garden suite?
There isn't one. And again, that was to maximize the amount of soft landscaping.
But like, realistically, people have to get there, so you're gonna create either a muddy track that's not really very safe and isn't, really effective, or, like, it's not, like, you do need to have a walkway to,
A walkway could be added, and it would not subtract from the soft landscaping because that's a permitted exception in the zoning bylaw.
Right. Okay. I'm just not comfortable, like the other thing, of course, is that this isn't just for the current owner, this is for long term. So in the long term, someone may say, oh, look, there's a 2-car garage, and then just pave over, in front of the garage door. So either I would want to only see a garage door for the garage part, or I don't mind if there's less soft landscaping. I'd just like to have a realistic presentation of what's likely to be the soft landscaping. If we're going to give a variance and it's only 40 instead of 45, I'd rather do that than give a 45 and then have that ignored later.
If they did pave over it, that would trigger a different variance for a future owner.
Yeah, but as we all know, people just do stuff, right?
People do sometimes do stuff, that is true.
Yeah, so anyway, would we able to have just the garage door only in front of the paved section? Or, what?
What I can, perhaps, if I may, if you'd like, maybe stand this item down and I can call the architect and see what I can run that idea by them.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Just before you do that, though, Are you requesting him to maybe increase the paved area?
I just want a plan that seems plausible. At the moment, it seems contradictory that there's a garage door in front of soft landscaping.
I just want to make sure that's what.
It's either gonna be, there's only one parking space and the other parking space is just for working on cars, or it's actually a two-car garage with the paving that's required.
I just want to warn you though, if you are requesting a reduction of your soft landscaping, we have to defer this case.
I would understand that.
You cannot have it with a reduction. You can increase it, but you cannot reduce it for this hearing.
The question to my client would be either remove one of the garage doors or we defer it to adjust the soft landscaping. That's my understanding. Does that sound right, Mr. Reed?
Or, I mean, could it be reduced from 2 parking spots to 1?
I mean,
I guess if you don't need a 2-car garage and you restricted it to 1 car, would that satisfy you?
Well, he wants to store 2 cars in it.
Okay, so the 2 cars is.
There's only one is technically a parking space. The other one is not technically a parking space.
Right.
So I just want to, like, if it's not technically a parking space, I just don't want it to have a garage door in front of it. Because,
understand.
You know, then it's effectively a parking space.
Yep, I can, if you wouldn't mind standing this style, I can call the architect and find out the answer and come back to me in a bit.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you
Sure,
very much.
great.
So we,
Thanks.
we stand that done too. So are we okay with 14? Yes. Can we get 14 back or? Yep. Okay. Now we go back to item 14, which is 45 DeForest Road. Let's have the agent on this one.
Hello, Joseph, you've been unmuted?
Yes, can you hear me?
Perfect, thank you.
Good. Yeah.
Yes, good. Thank you very much. My name is Joseph Mazzatelli. I'm the architect and the agent. This dwelling is for the use of the family and the owners. And we have no major variances. We have no FSI, no height, no length, no building depth or landscape variances or parking variances. So the variances we're proposing have only to do with setbacks. And the reason we kept that was to be in line with the existing wall of the existing house. And also we've sent in information regarding several other properties in the neighborhood that have 3-story additions. And as well, number 40 across the street has a 3rd floor and a roof deck at the rear as we're proposing. Our 3rd floor addition is only partial, 1 room for the 3rd floor. We've also submitted other photographs of other properties that are semi-detached with a 3rd floor addition. And also at 103 Dury Street, you've approved variances of 1.05 FSI. We don't have an FSI variance. So I'd like to also at the same time describe the variances. Now the owners have agreed to reduce the number of variances. So effectively, we'd like to keep variance number 1, which is simply for the existing filling of the front porch. And that's an existing condition, really. Also, neighbors across the street and our adjacent neighbor have their porch filled in currently. We'd like to remove variance number 2, remove number 3, remove number 4, and remove number 5.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you're only requesting 1 variance then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the other, the 2, 3, 4, and 5 variances have to do with the side yard setback, and we're willing to give that up.
Okay. So now we come to just 1 variance. Okay, thank you.
So, sorry, it is my opinion then that with this many reduction in variances, what we're asking for is very minor. We meet the 4 tests of the official plan, the zoning. It's a desirable project, and it's very minor in nature. And we hope that you support this. Thank you.
Yeah, so the question is, you're only keeping 1 other drawings that you submitted, which we are looking at, do they have, are they accurate for this revision?
No,
The
no,
drawings
the
are not
drawings are-
updated.
Yes, they're not updated, so when we submit for building permit, I will have to make those changes.
I see.
So so for your addition, you're just proposing to indent the rear addition appropriately?
Yes,
On both sides, yeah, okay.
on one side. The variance is only on one side.
Oh, right, on the east side,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
All right, so that's okay. It seems that it's doable, and yeah. All right. Any other questions now, or we're going to have we have speakers on this one, yeah, okay.
We can start with the speakers in person. Just come up one at a time, okay?
So, good morning, Madam
good
Chair.
morning. Yes.
And committee, my name is Dr. Jolene Strudwick, and I live at 41 DeForest, which is 2 doors down.
Okay.
So, I'd like to just start by saying that we were not notified of these changes until about 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And so a number of us have prepared to speak, and without the opportunity to adjust those comments. So I hope that folks are aware and understanding of that. So like many families on our street, we chose this neighborhood because of its strong sense of community and the modest character of the homes. So I do appreciate the opportunity to share concerns around this. I want to begin by saying that I'm not opposed to homeowners improving or expanding their homes. I think many of the homes in our neighborhood have had rear additions, and we have not been approached prior to these variances being put forward by the homeowners around the norms in the community. When they did approach us recently, we advised them to walk around the community to have a sense of the norms. The agent pointed out 40 DeForest Road as a norm for the 3rd story. This is a very different dwelling. So that is a standalone home that's set quite far back. The home that they've put an application for is a semi-detached home, so not really a comparable home to bring up. So the proposal as it stood previously was not a simple proposal. It had a number of changes. You can see the small home. And most of the neighbors were concerned about the cumulative effect of this and precedent setting. So the 3 sort of major things that were a challenge for myself and many of our neighbors were related to the scale, which it sounds like it's just a enclosed porch now, if I understand correctly. There are no additions?
No, there's still an addition.
Okay.
But the addition they're going to build will comply with all the bylaws. all the
Okay,
setback.
got it,
Yeah,
got
There's
it.
still an addition, but they will not ask for variances for that part. Yeah.
Thank you for your clarification. I think the second part was around precedent setting, and then the third was around parking, because they are adding an apartment in the basement, which we already have a major parking issue in this area. So given that there was a number of changes made and there was no time for preparation, I'm scrapping this and just saying thank you for the opportunity for us to oppose this. There were 26 letters of opposition that were sent in. Thank you.
Thank you.
If I can
Any
just,
questions?
before you
Yeah.
go, you're a couple houses down. It looks like there's a large building in between you and this application, right? Large in terms of goes deep. I'm just trying, what I'm gonna get at is, you mentioned parking. Is that the major impact on you personally?
My biggest concern is precedent setting, like semi-detached homes in our area, like that's
So you're worried that there'll be more of these?
Yes, yeah, that's
Okay.
my biggest issue.
Great, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi there. We also had sent in some materials.
Yes, it's okay, welcome anyway, but give us your name and address first. Yeah.
Absolutely, thank you. I'm Lauren Jankowski, and this is Brent Densmore. We are the owners of 47 DeForest Road, which is the adjoining semi-detached house to this application.
Okay, 47, okay.
Yeah, we also sent in some materials, if we could get those on the screen as we go.
First of all, you're aware of the revision that the applicant just made, right? So
We have not been able to change.
yeah, I know, it's
So
too,
with some consideration to that, but I think most of our concerns were not about those specific variances, so we'll keep our comments
Okay,
intact for now.
sure, yeah. So you have 5 minutes to, yeah. to-
Okay, if you could pull up our materials, that would be great. It's 5 slides.
Through Madam Chair, can you tell us which date it was sent?
We sent it through 7th, I believe.
7th or 8th.
I believe it was on the Tuesday evening.
It was posted online.
They have been uploaded, yes. Everything was submitted on time. No.
Presentation materials.
While we're waiting for it to come up, are you aware that they're only asking for one variance? Do you have some notes or some memory to address to that particular variance that?
We'll be addressing the plans, yes.
No, I'm thinking the variance number 1, which is the front porch.
Yes, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Were the materials part of your letter submission?
No, they were separate.
No, they were separate.
They were posted on the online.
ALC?
Yes. Yes, and we confirmed with Kingsley that they would be brought up with this presentation.
Yes, I did.
I think there's CA public submitted presentation materials on the 9th. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in case you're looking for the title.
Yes.
Shall we take a washroom break while
Yeah,
staff?
we take a, a health break for 5 minutes, then we come back.
Okay, thank you. Just turn off your videos, please, and microphones.
All right, we resume. I guess they have bought the material up, right? Up, yeah. And, yeah, we're waiting, we're going to wait for him, and, yeah. You can. I think he's on the phone. Mhm. we, so we try to get him, or so we abs.
I think he should probably hear the presentation.
Yeah. Where's Amber?
See him over there?
Yeah, he's still on the phone. Yeah.
Shall we drag him in, Chair?
Yes, please. Yeah. Oh, no. Now, we resume now, and yeah, please, you have 5 minutes to let us hear your concern. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, again, I'm Lauren Jankowski. This is Brent Densmore. We're the owners of 47 DeForest Road, which is the adjoining semi-detached house to 45. Thank you, Madam Chair, and the committee for the opportunity to speak on this matter that we believe will have direct negative impacts on our community, on our immediate living space, and the integrity of our property, regardless of the changes that we've just heard. We've lived in Swansea for 8 years. We're excited to start our family here starting in December. And we support responsible home renovations and developments, but this specific project has received an outpouring of opposition from Swansea, with 25 to 26 letters of opposition, no letters of support, and we respectfully ask the committee to refuse the plans in their current form, on the basis that they are, 1, still not minor but excessive in scope, and 2, not desirable for the appropriate use of land, for A, not respecting the character of the neighborhood, and 2, not respecting the joint semi-detached property itself. Regarding 1, that the changes are not minor in totality, 45 DeForest is a very small lot with a current max floor space index of 60% of the lot size. The current proposals leading up to this, we're proposing to nearly double this to 110% of the FSI, which is not minor, especially for a semi-detached house. It's not a detached. In addition, 45 DeForest failed to disclose this change as a variance at all in its application to the COA or in the public notice, meaning the public was not adequately informed of the bylaw implications and the full impact of their development plans. Our exhibit on this page that you'll see includes a previous application at 37 DeForest that proposed increasing FSI to over 100%, and it was listed as a minor variance. The applicants themselves also uploaded a project from 2023 at 103 DERWYN that included a minor variance to exceed FSI of 60%, both demonstrating a precedent for disclosing FSI increases of this magnitude, and we believe the application should be refused until the variance is appropriately advertised to the public. Lastly, this application is for a semi-detached with a secondary suite in the basement, which according to zoning bylaw 569-2013 means it does not meet the City of Toronto's own definition for a houseplex or duplex, and therefore should not be exempt from any FSI limits. Even if it did meet the definition of a duplex, it would still not comply with the zoning bylaw, with 3 decks or balconies at the rear of the house exceeding the permitted number, and this was not advertised as a variance either. For number 2A, the proposal is not desirable for the appropriate use of land by not respecting the character of the neighborhood. The excessive scale of this project with a partial third story, next slide please. The excessive scale with a partial third story addition and third floor roof deck on only 1/2 of a 100-year-old semi-detached building is virtually non-existent in Swansea today. There does not appear to be a precedent for this scope of work on a semi, as third floor additions in Swansea are nearly, if not entirely, exclusive to detached homes or rebuilds. The examples of 3-story homes from the applicant appear to represent either large detached homes or homes outside of Swansea. We worked with a renderings company to create illustrative mock-ups of the scale of the property, showing its excessive massing if the plans are approved, dwarfing neighborhood homes, and creating an overdeveloped developed and respectfully Frankenstein semi in the neighborhood. You can go to slide 4, please. This is a highly visible corner building, visible from the side, the back, and the front, with high foot traffic just 1 block from Bloor, and will impact many neighboring homes and pedestrians. You can go to the next slide. This is not, and to be not desirable for the appropriate use of land by not respecting the joint semi-detached itself. Their 2-story rear addition doesn't appear to include the appropriate side yard setback from our property line on the west side. The plan should be revised to include this setback and advertised as a variance as necessary to ensure public notice. The 3rd-story roof deck and 2-story back addition will also drastically impact our backyard privacy with direct overlook and many windows and with direct views into our backyard, as well as blocking morning eastern sunlight. In conclusion, we ask for these reasons that the committee refuse the proposal in its current form, regardless of these changes, and require the applicants to reapply with plans more appropriate to the Swansea neighborhood, to their lot size, and to the 100-year-old semi-detached building that they are developing. We believe that the applicants could have better managed and mitigated neighborhood concerns and bylaw variances by engaging the Swansea community much earlier. They only made an effort to speak with neighbors in the last 4 to 5 days. And prior to that, only provided us an FYI of their plans by text after they had already submitted them to the COA. We would be happy to collaborate with them on a new submission that is more in line with the Swansea neighborhood that they are joining and that respects our property. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Any question to this speaker? I do have a question. You're at number 45, right?
We are at 47, the one
Oh,
directly
you're
attached.
40. You're the 47. Okay, sorry. Yeah, they're 45. You have your front porch enclosed.
Correct.
Right? Okay, that's all.
We do, and we do not push back on the
Yeah.
enclosed front porch itself.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on the scale of the property and the missing variances and the plans as a whole.
Okay, I also want to, although they have reduced most of the variances except one, I just want to know, even if the original agenda or there's no FSI variance, means that they built within what's allowed. Where did you get your information from?
Well,
That is exceeding the,
well, on their plans they submitted, it shows a max of 0.69, but they're asking for 1.1. So we're suggesting that they did not include this as a variance. It's unclear why, because this is not a houseplex, it's not a duplex.
oh, we can get the variance because that information does not appear on.
Well, it's
on their plans.
It's on site
Yeah,
plan
but,
A1.
yeah, on the site plan, but it's not on the agenda, that's what I'm trying to.
No, but I think that's because it's being considered a houseplex,
Yeah.
where FSI is not
Yeah,
required.
that's why, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think their argument is it shouldn't actually qualify as a houseplex.
That's what, I would say that, let's get the applicant to address
Yeah, yeah,
that,
we
because
should
otherwise they will not have that, because it's not on the agenda.
And we would
It's-
also suggest, even if it is a
Yeah.
houseplex, which we strongly disagree with it being so, their balconies and porches violate the houseplex bylaws as well. You can't have 3 porches in the back in a single unit, which they're proposing.
Mhm. Okay, we can get the applicant, it's a little bit confusion there, because, yeah, all right. So, any question to this speaker, so we can move to the, no, oh, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, yeah.
My name is Josephine Ford, and I live. My name is Josephine Ford, and I live at 45 DeForest Road. 43 DeForest Road, I'm sorry, 43 DeForest Road. And I strongly oppose the plans for 45 DeForest Road. I've lived in my home for 34 years, and I can see a decrease in the value of the home if these plans go ahead. It's not going to be aesthetically pleasing to the neighborhood. It could set a precedent with other neighbors to do the same, and it will definitely affect the character of our Swansea neighborhood. So my privacy, my views, my sunlight will all be affected by this new addition and the roof deck. So overall, I do not believe the variances are minor, and the proposed structure would come too close to my property. The result would be far more coverage than is appropriate for that small semi-detached lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Viola, you've been muted.
Hello?
Hi, yes.
Good afternoon. Excuse me. My name is Viola Carruthers, and I live at 58 Beresford Avenue.
58.
I believe that the application was submitted incorrectly as 2 units. Technically, it's a single-family home with an addition and a basement apartment. That would incur the FSI, which they do note on their site plan that they've asked for an increase. There's also the issue of no setback on the west property line. Now, I understand semis share a lot line, but that goes to the extent of the end of the building. In addition, onto it should have the proper 0.9 meter setback. I live in a semi, excuse me, my neighbors put in a semi addition within the 0.69 FSI. We have a lovely setback to the addition. They put in a 3rd bedroom and a family room without extending to a 3rd floor, and building all within the envelope. I'm uncertain as to why this has to be extended 3rd floor, back, decks. It is just not in keeping with the existing style, scale, and integrity of the neighborhood. I would like this to go back to rezoning and bring up the issues of the setback on the west line and the FS. And I thank the committee for their time. And allow me to speak on this. Thank you.
Thank you. Just wait, see if we have questions for you. Any question for this speaker? No. Thank you. Yeah.
Peter, you've been muted.
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, thank you. My name is Peter Sorellis. My family lives at 49 DeForest Road. We
Yeah.
are the second home west of the subject property.
49, okay.
We all have narrow lots here in Swansea. Our home has a building 8 feet away to the west, which blocks our sky and our sun views. We also have buildings to the south, which limit our sun and sky views. So half of our windows face east, which is where the subject property is. It's where our kitchen and dining room is, and it's where we spend most of our time as a family. And like I said, that's where we get our sun and sky views. The existing properties, which are consistent with the character of the neighborhood, already block a fair amount of our sun and sky views. But this proposal would dwarf those existing properties and practically eliminate any east views or any sun thrusts. As many people have already said, this proposal is not consistent with the character of our street or our neighborhood. There are lots farther north and west of Swansea and in Etobicoke that are 200% wider, 300% wider, 400% wider. If one wants to build so much square footage at such height, it would be reasonable to do so on an appropriately sized lot and not at the expense of the neighborhood and of one's neighbors. In conclusion, due to its narrow lots, its excessive height, its excessive square footage, and the close proximity of neighboring narrow lots. This proposal, in my opinion, is inappropriate for this location, and it's overdeveloped, and it would be detrimental to the reasonable enjoyment of our homes and our properties. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Yeah. Any questions for this speaker? No. Okay. Ready for the next one. Yeah. Thank you.
Hello, Nicholas. You've been muted.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm getting reverb. Sorry.
Sorry, we have a lot of echoes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this off and something else. Okay.
Yeah, turn off all the other devices. Just keep the one you're speaking to. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So the massing of this building is a universal concern to all of the neighbors. Every one of the 23 letters that you received talks about the impact that it's going to have on their properties. I appreciate that this has been reduced to one variance. However, one of the controls for massing, which is the concern for most of the neighbors, is FSI. It's been mentioned already, and my understanding of the reason that this building does not have a cap for the FSI is the secondary suite. The idea of the removal of the cap was to encourage additional dwelling units to help with the accommodation crisis that the city was facing. The agent has been very clear that this building is, including the basement suite, not to provide a rental unit. It's for the personal uses of the owner. As such, I believe there should be a variance for FSI. The definition under bylaw 648/2025, number 114, amended the bylaw. If we read number F, it says a detached, semi-detached house or townhouse that has one or more secondary suites is not a semi-detached houseplex. So if that's the reason for the missing FSI, there is surely an error here. And we should be looking at FSI as a means of managing the massing, which is of great concern to the residents. As such, the impact of that massing, I think, is universal, and it is not minor. There's such an outcry about how it's going to affect everyone's lives, everyone's daily lives, that it should not be considered minor. Regarding the single variance that we do have in front of us today, I note that the OMB case, PL 081436, known as 2241 Gulfdale, arbitrator Stefanko applied a comparison of the neighboring properties to determine if the proposal is minor, right? We note that Stefanko applied the test and found that the average was not met. So in the case of 45 DeForest, the applicant has offered 9 addresses from the greater Swansea neighborhood. If you could put up our second submission to the committee, it's a map showing properties and the 8 or 9 that have been submitted by the applicant. These 9 comprise a tiny number of homes when compared to the homes in the greater neighborhood as chosen by the applicant. We see that there are over 300 other buildings on the map. 8 or 9 properties out of 300 does not come close to being an average. We do not see that the applicant has provided the data necessary to overcome Stefanko's requirement that the variance be at least average. In fact, the examples show the opposite. They show that it is far below the average. By this measure, a finding of not minor would be consistent with Stefanko's decision in including for the single variance that we now have before us. So comparing properties, it's also the process for determining the most frequently occurring features of the neighborhood as required by the official plan. So by this same measure, 8 out of 300, we also see that the applicant fails to test for the official plan. So for these reasons, we recommend that the committee refuse the application as failing the test for the official plan, as well as not being minor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any question to the speaker? Okay, thank you. Do we have any more speakers? Yeah. No?
No more registered speakers.
Okay, we can bring back the applicant. Yeah.
Joseph?
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You have heard all the concerns, right? So you have 5 minutes to deliver your rebuttal, and then we might have questions for you afterward. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So just to continue, there's a semi with a third floor addition at 18 Ardoc, which is 3 blocks north of our location. And I also gave other examples of houses that have third floor additions. So we are a semi-detached dwelling, and we have the same abilities for additions as a detached house would have. Because it's a semi-detached house, we should not be penalized in terms of what's allowed. So the zoning review identified the variances, and in a semi-detached condition, you're permitted to build on your side of the lot line at the rear, and also to keep in line with the rear addition of the existing rear wall. And we're actually going to be further away by removing that variance. So once again, there are 3-story examples of houses across the street. There are examples immediately of filled-in porches. We only have 1 variance. Obviously, the basement apartment is to be rented, not for the use of the family. When I commented that the house is for the family, I meant that the owners will be the users. So once again, in my opinion, this is probably one of the smallest variances I've ever seen at the Committee of Adjustment, and we hope that you support this and approve it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any question to the, yeah, we do have some questions here. Okay, just wait.
Yeah, just quick question. The basement's going to be accessed from the rear walkout. How are people going to be walking along the side of the house to get to that?
No, I've shown an access through the garage for that.
Okay, so the access will be through the garage. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, and the second house on the corner.
I know this isn't a variance, but the overall length of the building, even with the addition, is going to be less than 17 meters still. Is that correct?
It is.
Like 14 meters something.
It's 14.63.
Even with
meter,
the
which is allowed, and our rear yard distance is also maintained. So once
yeah.
again, those are not variances.
Yeah, so even with the front porch and the rear addition, it's going to be less than 17 meters.
Yeah, it's within the zoning.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, more questions? Okay.
Through you, Madam Chair, the purpose of application.
Oh, actually, I did have one more question, sorry.
Yeah. Yes, I will ask the question.
Sorry, I'm looking at the variances. You've removed variances 2 to 5, but variance 4 is also about the front porch. So I'm just wondering if you actually need to keep variance 4 as well.
Yes, we were going to make the front porch a bit wider to maintain the existing sidewall of the house, but we will not do that any longer.
I see. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, and also the question actually have been raised for the purpose clause for this application, which is like above the variances. Do we need to make any revisions, or are you building all of those? or do we don't, you only will modify this so that you meet all the setbacks and all, right?
It's the bay window.
Yeah, the bay window can be removed, I think, right?
So do we have to remove the bay window
Yeah, from the purpose.
from the purpose clause?
Is that
Do-
correct?
Is that correct? Can you address that, please? Yeah.
Joseph, can you
Yeah,
hear
Joseph.
us?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Yes.
The big window on the side, the owners are willing to omit that.
Okay, so
You-
we
you
can,
may
we have to,
remove that, yes, please.
we have to revise the purpose clause to delete this side bay window projection, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, and then any other changes to the purpose clause? Or that's
it.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you. Any more questions to the applicant? Okay, so we do not have any more questions for you, so we are in committee now. Yeah, thank you. Okay, please.
Yeah, I'll start. First of all, thank you for everyone who has written in and contributed to the discussion today. I think over the years that we've been here, we know that Swansea community is very passionate about their character and some of the architectural developments. I'm actually quite familiar with this neighborhood, so I understand that concern. I would, however, suggest that the area, because it is a very desirable neighborhood, is close to Bloor Street, close to the subway, it's close to High Park, it's close to the waterfront. It's a very desirable community, and it's not surprising that we're seeing situations where people are looking to renovate and expand their houses. And there are, I do know there are numerous instances where that has happened, and we are now obviously seeing 3 stories and in future probably even higher permitted as of right. So it is not unusual to see these types of dwellings, and frankly across the city it is very common for one side of a semi-detached to make improvements to their side. I think in this instance, particularly now that we have removed the setback provisions and you know, the approach to the architectural approach to massing has been one which is trying to be a little bit sensitive in the terms of the 3rd story being pulled back. I don't think that the massing in this instance is dramatically negative, and particularly given that the house to the immediate east is already 2.5 stories and it already projects quite deep into the rear yard. In fact, I think this proposal doesn't go as far back as the building to the immediate east. So I don't see there being a significant impact in the rear yard. I do note that the balconies, one is a Juliet, which means that no one's going to be recreating on it. The other balcony is one which has screening already incorporated in it, so there will be minimal overlook. We are down to 1 variance, and the 1 variance is specific to the front porch enclosure, and this neighborhood is characterized by a lot of people enclosing their front porch. It's not an uncommon thing at all. So the variance that was before us is really quite minor, and you know, reading the correspondence from others and the Ratepayers Association, it's a lot about fit with the neighborhood, and I think this neighborhood is seeing change, and you know, to keep it static to the look of every building as currently exists is unreasonable. The ratepayers noted that the FSI is something which is typically affiliated with a multiplex. This isn't a multiplex in the strictest sense of the word, in the sense of having 3 or 4 units in it, but it does have 2 units, regardless of who's going to be using it. It is a separate unit in the basement, so
Yeah.
it is permitted.
Yeah.
So for all those reasons, I understand the concern, but I think it's a reasonable application and in my view, doesn't represent an undue burden on the neighbors nor the neighborhood. And, you know, the minimal variance that's before us is quite acceptable. So I think it's a supportable application.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to also make a comment too. Yeah, you.
Can I speak?
Yeah, please, yeah. You first and then
I
second.
agree with my colleague.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to address the FSI issue specifically because I think that was a big concern and a reasonable thing to consider. So we have seen some dubious multiplexes where the basement apartment was really just like a nanny suite or like half the basement or something like that. This is not that case. This is a proper, fully built out secondary suite. And I think it does qualify as a multiplex, as a duplex. It's not a partial thing. It's the full basement. It's well thought out. It is a proper thing. In terms of parking, which some people were worried about, this is 6 minutes walk from Runnymede Station. So I think it's very reasonable to expect that whoever is renting that may rely on transit or cycling or other ways of getting around and won't need a car. In terms of the FSI, even if we were considering it, this is a bit of an unusual lot. It's a bit small. It's not asking for either a height or a length variance. Even if it wasn't a multiplex, it would be within the general length limits. So I think that that would not have been a factor, even if that was one of the variances we were considering. I think we would have given consideration to the fact that it is within the basic zoning envelope and on a slightly unusual lot with, it's a little bit small, and we would have allowed that FSI even if it was a variance. So I agree with my colleague, and I think it's supportable. Also, the only one that I was a little concerned about was the bay window, which was sticking out almost to the property line. That's been removed, so that was really my only concern. So overall, I think it's supportable, and I think even if the FSI had been a variance, it would still be supportable.
Yeah, I just want to summarize what we have gone through. I would just even all those concerns about massing height, and it's not even in the application even before the reduction of the variances. And I don't see how we committee adjustment can or refuse an application which on variances that not applying. So we only have one variance now, even with the other ones that they do not include any height or FSI variance. That's what I want to remind people. And also, if we turn this down, refuse that, we only refuse one variance, which is enclosing the front porch, which even the other semi has enclosed their front porch. I do not think that is a fair judgment to say that refuse that one based on some other concerns, massing. So I agree with you.
Just want to reiterate, so Dylan makes a really good point about the FSI. Even though it isn't attributable in this case, it is not an unreasonable FSI.
Yes.
Regardless, I think that's a really good point. Yeah.
So it seems that we have some.
So Chair,
Yes, please.
Unless anyone else has anything to add, I'll move approval of this application. I think there's a planning condition.
Yes, staff just to
tying the front porch. Although,
Maybe
we don't need to do that because they've changed the setback.
And they haven't provided revised plans, right?
Okay, so let's just
so they
leave
have to
that. Let's
comply.
just leave that.
Okay.
Okay, I'll move approval of this application.
Second, Dylan second, with no condition, all in favor?
Mr. McKay is the second.
Oh, you second? Okay, sorry.
No, Gary's dissenting.
Okay. Oh, sorry, you dissent. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Yeah, okay, yeah. Dissent, okay. It's 4-1 decision, approved, thank you, yeah. Dissent, yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we'll go back to item number 15.
Oh, yes, we have the applicant available, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
here.
yes, what have you, I mean, do you make a decision on this?
Yeah, I spoke with the architect and the owner, and they would be happy if you wanted to do a condition, one-car garage, and then they would close off the other one.
Okay.
So can we do like one-car garage, and the door will not extend further than the paved area?
With a single car
Yeah.
garage door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that
we-
okay?
Yeah, that's something to that effect, yeah.
Yeah, so
great, thanks.
I'm not
we do have
I
to,
mean,
we do have to.
saying it would not extend wider than the pavement, like garage doors are slightly wider than the pavement usually, so I don't want it to be caught up on a technicality when they go for building permits, if it's like an inch wider, you know what I mean? But
Can we tie it to site plan then?
Well, no,
A
because the
single-
site plan has the double garage door. Okay, so maybe,
So site plan only
can we
shows-
just say substantially?
I think we could, yeah.
No, okay.
A single car garage.
Maybe just can we just
Boss
say
wants
a
to
single
weigh
car
in.
garage with a single garage door?
Yes,
Okay.
through you,
Yeah.
Madam Chair,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
And the purpose of
I think that would be
application
reasonable.
will have to be amended.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, the purpose, instead of 2 parking spaces, only 1, yeah.
Yeah, that would be correct. I would agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, thanks for arranging that, appreciate that.
Thank you very
No
much,
problem.
that, yeah, makes
I
sense.
appreciate the time to
Okay.
confirm with my client.
Yes, so, are we clear with the revision?
Yeah, I'm happy to move a motion
please, yeah.
unless there's any other
No,
concerns.
yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
so I'll move a motion to approve the variances with forestry condition number 2, and with a condition as revised, so that with a condition that it be a single parking spot with a single parking garage door, and the purpose application revised to indicate a single parking spot.
Okay, anyone, Gary, second. All in favor with the condition amended agenda? It's approved unanimously, yeah, thank you. So we'll go to item 16, which is 117 Feeder Street. This is to alter the development standard under the site-specific zoning bylaw for an existing 36 mixed-use building by enclosing the north side outdoor patio for the eating establishment, like a restaurant. And we have received survey, site plan, floor plan, elevations, 3 photograph, decision affecting the property, and also authorized letter from commercial tenant, and authorized letter from the condominium corporation, and email corresponding from the agent, and also the site specific zoning bylaw. We also receive heritage communication. Thank you. We're ready for the agent. Thank you.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent in person, no registered speakers.
No other, okay, so,
Good afternoon, Chair and members. My name is Robert Bader.
Yes.
I reside at 38 Albany Street,
Yes.
Toronto, M8V1X2.
Mhm.
I'm
So-
here representing.
yes, sorry.
That's okay. I'm here representing the owner, and
Yeah.
basically, it's very simple. It's a outdoor patio enclosure. We've had a few of these before in the past, where I've come to this committee seeking relief from the zoning bylaw provisions. The building department interprets these outdoor patio enclosures as additions. Therefore, they qualify as GFA or non-residential GFA in this case. And that's the purpose for my being here.
Thank you, yeah. I was just saying that since you do not have opposition, maybe you don't have to give us any kind of presentation. We have read the material, that's
Yeah,
true.
and I'm prepared to answer any questions.
Yeah, any questions? Yeah, I don't think, so,
So in the photos, it's just where the planters are? Is that roughly where the enclosure will be?
Yeah, underneath that.
Underneath
like,
that.
Tableau condo is what it's called, and it's got this massive
Yeah.
overhang that's like 5 or 6
Yeah.
stories high. It's behind the artwork installation that was installed, you know, and supported the redevelopment of the lands.
And this will be kind of an all seasons kind of enclosure?
That's the intent, correct, yeah. So, I mean, there's an existing trellis there,
Yeah.
there's a guard surrounding it, it's just, it demarcates the outdoor patio space, and this is an enclosure system that is like a Cadillac of systems, actually. It's a really nice system. It has a louvered ceiling, a roof, and then.
So will it sort of be opened up in the summer but then closed in the winter?
Precisely.
Yeah,
precisely.
yeah. So
you
it'll,
can
in the
squeeze a
summer
few more.
it'll have more of a patio feel.
Oh, yeah, and it's got like drop-down glazing, so like full height glazing that drops down to, you know, a guard level, and then you open up the.
But it'll be open in the summer.
Walkable from spacing, I would add. Walkable from spacing. So
I
I'm
noticed
sure
that.
you're gonna be attending it.
I was going to say that I'm familiar with it, but.
Oh, your kitty corner there, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Actually, I commend that you have get the letters from the condo board and the, whatever, the restaurant or whatever. That's good. Usually they don't come with those letters, and they always ask that whether they have talked to the condo people.
Yeah, we can thank Sabrina's staff for that, so.
Yeah, thank you.
They're
Any other questions?
They are indeed.
Yeah. So if no more questions?
No, I'm happy to move a motion.
Yeah, please, we don't have any more
I am
questions.
very familiar with this corner, and this is, I'm not always, sometimes a little skeptical of these kind of patio enclosures, where they're kind of taking over some public space, but in this case, this is a deeply recessed area that is not an area that is, you know, that heavily used, and this actually, I think, contributes to animating that area. Through the winter as well as the summer. So I think this is a totally supportable improvement. I'm happy to move a motion to approve it. And I see that Heritage, I think, gave the okay as well. So I'm happy to move a motion to approve the variance.
There's no conditions, right?
No
Yeah,
conditions.
yes, please, yeah. Business, Ryan, second. All in favor with no conditions, unanimously approved. Thank you for coming.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you. Okay, the last. Next item is 17, is 27 and 29 Yorkville Avenue. This is to alter the development standards for a 68-story mixed-use building, and by increasing the building height from 215 to 2 meter to 118.6 meter, and also to reduce the number of commercial parking spaces from 800 to 795. And also the parking level 6 being converted to a car wash bay. The existing 196 residential parking space on level 3, 4 will be maintained and unaltered. We have received survey site plan, floor plan elevation, decision, and planning rationale, presentation material, schedule study, and also the site specific zoning bylaw from the agent. We have received a communication from development engineering and also staff report from business development and also community planning. And welcome, thank you. Yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have no registered speakers for this item.
Oh, okay. Since we do not have any opposition, so please introduce yourself and then,
Sure. Good afternoon. My name is Haley McWilliam. I'm an associate with Bosefields Inc., and my address is 3 Church Street.
Okay. Just let me check whether you want a presentation, a brief one, or you understand?
No.
Okay, we do not need a presentation.
Thank you.
And you do not have any opposition. So we are ready to discuss this to make a decision. So do you want to address the panel?
No, I have nothing to add, but happy to answer any questions.
Okay, all right. It seems that we do not have questions either. So we are in committee.
Yeah, I'll put forward a motion right away. I think this is quite simple and straightforward. I don't see any conditions. It's a removal of 5 parking spots and some adjustment to the height. So
Yes,
yeah, I'll put that motion forward.
Yes.
I'll second with the statement that car washes are a good thing. happy to help create one.
Okay. So with no condition, all approved. Yeah, all in favor, I mean, all in favor, unanimously
Thank you so
approved.
much.
Thank you for coming. Okay, I think the last item on in the morning agenda is number 18, is 49 DERWYN Road. This is to alter the existing one-story detached dwelling by constructing a complete second-story addition and a front porch, a covered porch with stairs, and a rear first floor deck with stairs, and also to construct a one-story auxiliary building, which is going to be a one-car garage in the rear yard. The existing garage will be demolished. We have received a survey, site plan, floor plan, and elevations, a revised site plan, and also a red line public notice, and 8 photographs and cover letter and presentation material from the agent. We have also received a comment from Urban Forestry, and we are ready for the agent, and yeah.
Through you, Madam Chair, we have the agent online and no registered speakers.
No, so.
Hi, good morning. My name is Gary Chang of TK Design Associates, agent on behalf of the owner for 49 DERWYN Road. Office address is at 6 West Park Boulevard in Stouffville.
Okay, you do not have any oppositions, so I'm going to see if the panel members require a presentation.
There is a red line.
Yes, you have made some revisions on your, on the variances. Can you please let us know what the revisions are, please?
Yes, absolutely. So we did submit a zoning review during, prior to submitting committee of adjustment. The maximum building height was taken incorrectly. The zoning notice, it was missed on all parties, was taken from the top of floor from the basement level and not at grade. So the revised number of 9.52 is taken from grade to top of the building height.
And there's no change on the drawings, right? There is only a miscalculation.
Just added a dimension denoting that.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? We are ready to, okay, we do not have any more questions, so we are in committee now. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Gary.
Gary, yes,
Madam Chair,
please.
I'm prepared to move forward with a recommendation, and that would be to approve the revised application subject to urban forestry conditions 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay, is there a second? Larry? Second, with forestry conditions and also amended agenda. All in favor? Approved unanimously. Thank you. That is the last item of the in the morning session. Thank you.